Okay, guys, good evening and welcome to the broadcast. Good to have everybody here. I see some people filtering in onto the Talk Shoe chat. And of course, we are live. Of course, we all know the live streams have a delay. I do not quite think there's a delay in Talk Shoe, so if you chat over in Talk Shoe, I get it instantaneously. But I'm glad everybody's here. Nice to have everyone here. I have to get a bigger screen. I gotta get a bigger screen. Okay, so you guys know I like to do a sound check. Please let me know if you hear an echo. If you hear an echo, then I'm going to switch it over. All right, no echo on Talk Shoe side, so hopefully the same for the live stream or Google. So just let me know about that.
Good. 100%. No one loves me.
Okay, so no echo on the Talk Shoe side. So can you guys over here on the YouTube side let me know if you get an echo on your end? We're going to wait for you guys to respond. Alright, get my chair out of the way here. Alright. So just for those of you who are on the Talk Shoe chat, unfortunately Josh could not join on this end. He's having some technical difficulties. He is currently on the live stream stuffing his face. So some of you on the live stream might see that. Alright. So we're going to get started in a few minutes. I just want to let people filter in. I'm still waiting for a response from the YouTube side as to whether or not you guys get an echo on your end.
Have what?
Not, that's great.
No. No, I'm sorry.
Please excuse the background noise for the time being.
No.
All right, so let's see who we got in the. All right, so we got a good group in the Talk Shoe side over here. Yeah, I think Josh cleared that up by now. Oh, he muted himself. He's going to keep himself muted until he gets things get a little settled over there. So we'll get started in a few minutes. Like I said, I just want to make sure everybody can hear me good. YouTube guys can see me good. That's basically it. You guys do know if you want to call into the show when we get started with that, we will allow you to call in. And if you want to call in, you have to flip over to the Talk Shoe side. The links are all over the place. They're on the Facebook Nation. They're on the description right here on the live stream. So if you go to the description, you click the link, that'll take you right to the podcast where we're hosting, and you just enter the podcast. And on the bottom of the podcast, you guys are going to see a phone number. You're going to see an ID number. Those three sets of numbers on the bottom of the screen are what you're going to have to use when you call in. So whether you use your cell phone, whether you use your house phone, Skype, it doesn't matter. It's a United States call, so it's very simple. So I haven't opened that up yet, so I will in a little bit. As soon as we get everybody in that's going to be here, you guys know I always like to give people time. And we're going to get right into the topic of the Godzilla, the whole trailer debacle, whether or not this trailer is legitimately coming out next week, legitimately coming out next month, perhaps legitimately coming out next year after the movie. So who knows? Who knows at this point? Nobody knows. All right. Yeah, YouTube is very much behind on the Talk Shoe side. You guys, I can see Ag, you should be able to chat. I can see you talking, so. Oh, when you're in as a guest. Okay, I understand what you mean. Yeah, we're gonna get into that, Jedi. I'm not too into the whole. The delay, Meta, I just got your message. The delay on YouTube is about 30 seconds, but on TalkShoe there's no delay. The minute I say something or the minute you type something, I can see it. So if you want to switch over, you're more than welcome. It's actually running very smoothly. I see people chatting, it's popping up. it's actually going very nicely over there. So I would definitely, if you want to get your message out and for me to see it right away, that's definitely the place to be. And, you could actually do both. I'm in both right now. You could stay on the YouTube end and watch the live stream, and you can ask your questions on the talk show end, or, like I said, you can call in. So, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy. Definitely not a tough deal. So, all right, let's see what we got going on here. So it looks like we got pretty much a good amount of people here right now. So we're gonna get started. I want to see where Josh is at right now. Is he still eating, or Josh still has a little bit of commotion? It's a Friday night. Josh is having a party in his house, people. That's how he gets down. He's having a party. Me, on the other hand, I'm the man of the house, so when I tell everybody to get the hell out, that's how it goes down. So, yeah, see, that's Josh. Josh, I called you a slacker, so. Okay, so looks like we got everybody here. How you doing, Sweet Tooth 564? Nice to see you. James, good to see you here. Don't Tread, nice to see you guys. Also, guys, before I get started, don't forget, join the nation on Facebook. We got a nice group there. A lot of people have been joining on a daily basis. Have been very interesting conversations going on there. So definitely join the nation group on Facebook. You can hit the channel up on the homepage, click the Facebook. I get the notification. I click add, and you're in. And of course, I'm on Twitter, and I haven't had too much activity there, but I actually made a couple of posts yesterday. So, all right, so let's get started. So today's February 7th. No trailer. We knew this. I made the bullshit video a couple of days ago. Lebanon, or whatever the website is, reneged on their whole prediction, or their source changed the date, or whatever the case may be. We got some pretty interesting footage from Chris Picard over at GodzillaMovies.com, so that was pretty cool. But now, the whole thing, and the question is, and I want to represent this question to everybody here, the question is, how do you guys feel about February 14th, Valentine's Day? Will it be a Godzilla Valentine's Day trailer? I want to know what you guys think on this. So, the thing of it is, Valentine's Day is a very, very weird date for a trailer, okay? For any action trailer. You got love movies coming out, all right? There's this love movie coming out with, what's this dude's name? I can never remember his name, especially now, because I'm so mindset on the whole 14th. But you guys know who he is. He was in Total Recall, and somebody spit his name out. I know. I'm going to look at the talk show group, because by the time somebody spits it out on YouTube, it'll be like tomorrow. So, so somebody over here in talk show chat, let me know. Please tell me, who is the name of the guy, because his name escapes me right now, that was in Total Recall, the new one, and was also in, he played Alexander, okay? So if somebody can let me know. Okay, so anybody at all? I guess I'm not the only one that forgot his name. Seems like everybody's forgotten his name. Colin Farrell. Thank you very much, Ag. That's who it is. Colin Farrell. So we got Colin Farrell coming out in this love movie on Friday, right? And then we got all these other probably love movies coming out. And RoboCop. What better way to spend Valentine's with your wife or your girlfriend than to go see RoboCop? Honestly, that was, when looking at it now, that was a bad choice for that movie. But anyway, so I just can't see a Godzilla movie on the 14th. So they said the 7th. They reneged on the 14th. Chris Picard agreed with them on the 14th. Then he said the 12th. Then he went back to the 14th. So, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are thinking now that it's going to be in front of 300. It makes perfect sense. That is a Warner Brothers movie, I believe, and Legendary. Or just Warner Brothers. Actually, no, Legendary as well. And that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. We could very well see it that day. But the fact of the matter is not only when will we see the trailer, what will we see? Are we just going to get another 2.5 minutes of silence and flashes of different scenery? Because I got to be honest, if we get that, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be pleased. So in that sense, I can't I can't sit there and tolerate another. I want to hear dialogue. I want to see different angles. Uh, if we see a little bit more of what we saw in Godzilla 2 in the first trailer with like the sky shot and all that kind of stuff, that would be great. So, Kaijuzilla, RoboCop, it looks good, but my problem with that is it's not rated R. And I'm not saying it's going to be a bad movie because it's not rated R, but when you think about the first one and the amount of action and I don't know. I don't know if you can downgrade a movie like that to PG-13 and have it be better than the original. I just don't think it's possible. All right, so yeah, the original RoboCop's excellent, excellent. So I'm gonna put Josh. Sounds like he's back now. I'm gonna put Josh in charge of the chat for YouTube, and I'm gonna concentrate on the chat for TalkShoe. That way we can make sure we get everybody involved here. But again, February 14th, I'm not buying it right now. If we get it on the 14th, great. If we get it on the 14th, great. But if we don't get it on the 14th, that's an issue.
Yeah, because I want to speak on that.
And this 1 second, I'm going to finish real quick because the only thing, Josh, is they cannot hear you over in TalkShoe, so I don't want it to be dead silence. I don't know if they're all connected on the live stream, but the fact of the matter is that if we don't get it on the 14th, I'll be disappointed, not because we don't get it, but primarily because it's just another bullshit story. And this is what's becoming the trend now. So, but I'll let Josh take over here because I know he wants to say some things about that. For those of you guys in TalkShoe, we'll continue talking in chat until Josh is done, and then we'll go from there. So go ahead, Josh. Let's hear what you have to say about this this whole trailer thing, because you made a prediction video, and then you actually removed it. I noticed. So I want to hear about that. I want to hear why you removed that video.
So if you guys don't know, I actually contact one of the persons who is actually one of the administrators on that site. The person's name is Emily Eid, something like that. So if you guys don't know, I made a video about it. And the reason I deleted it because, they told me to keep it secret, which, I kind of didn't. I did make it a secret. I just didn't source it. I didn't say the source. I didn't show anybody the source. And basically what I did is tell you what it basically said. Basically, and I had to talk with a person today about it, that the person who posted that article, I had to talk with them. I said, you basically told them that there's going to be a release date on February 14th. And I talked with them. He's like, and they're like, no. They're like, yeah, there's going to be a trailer release. I talked to the person today. They said it's not going to be released on the 14th. So, this is the thing. That why can't I hear you?
What's up, Josh? I'm muted because I was talking to the TalkShoe crew, but I wanted you to. Yeah, if you see me mute myself, that's because I don't want to talk over you, but the TalkShoe crew can't hear you, so I'm just kind of conveying your message.
Yeah. So basically, what I was saying is that the person was saying that the production of the trailer is finished by the 14th, and they're saying they know that if you release the trailer, if you finish the trailer one day, that doesn't mean they're going to release it online just that day. And I was just confirming that you can't be saying, you kind of confirmed that the trailer will be the 14th, which really is not true. All what the person was saying, that the production was finished on the 14th.
That's not how they made it seem. I gotta
I
be
know,
honest.
I know.
They did not say production would be done on the 14th. They said a trailer. They
Yes,
said a trailer on the 7th, and then they reneged. So while I respect you trying to be objective, the bottom line truth is they're full of shit. Let's just be honest. They probably made a prediction, or maybe they thought they had a good source, and when they found out that the source was my new term now, the crotch crud of Legendary, the crotch crud of Legendary, when they found out that they were the crotch crud of Legendary, they had to pull back their prediction. And that's the thing. I mean, I had never heard of this website. Let's be honest, people. I never heard of this website until now. Way back when this whole thing started, first it started with the whole November 3rd. I've gone through this before. That was Godzilla-movies.com. Then we got the whole, all these other predictions in between. Everybody and their mother was talking about The Hobbit after November 3rd. Before that, nobody had said a damn thing about The Hobbit. So everybody just made a wise guess. I mean, that was the most obvious choice. I've said this 100 times. Then all the other bullshit in between, the photos or the toys, the plushie toy, which is that? Did anybody ever find out if that was legit? Did anyone ever find out if the plushie toy was legit? Because I'm still unsure to this day. I'm unsure if you guys remember what I'm talking about, right? The small little plush. I'm still wondering if to that day if that was a legit one. Does anybody know about that?
What plush?
The little plushie Godzilla doll that came out.
Yeah.
It was one of the first toys leaked, quote unquote, and I'm just curious as to whether or not that ever turned out to be true. I'm wondering if anybody ever found that out.
Yeah, no one knows.
All right, so just do a quick update for those of you on the Talk Shoe side. Welcome to the simulcast live stream / podcast with Josh and Rob. Josh, unfortunately, has had technical difficulties. He is not in the Talk Shoe client, so he is still on the live stream. So if you hear me take a silent moment, that's because Josh is talking, and then I mute myself on the live stream end so I can convey it to you guys so you guys don't hear empty air. Anybody on the Talk Shoe side that is a guest here and you're not part of the Entertainment Talk Nation channel on YouTube, welcome. If you just happen to stumble upon this podcast while being on Talk Shoe, I welcome you here. This is a discussion about the Godzilla 2014 movie, all the controversy surrounding it, all the things that the fans are looking forward to, and everything in between. In particular, the subject tonight is the trailer that was supposed to be released tonight that turned out to be false. Now the new theory from others is that it's going to come out on Valentine's Day. I predict that to be false as well. So the question is whether or not we're going to get a trailer anywhere between tomorrow and March, basically. And that's what the discussion here is. And please share your thoughts. Call in if you want. The number is 1-724-444-7444. You can enter the call ID of 132107, and the PIN number is 401-473-0068. So that is your numbers, your set of numbers to call into the Talk Shoe client so you can ask your question or make a comment of your own. So let's continue on. Now, here's the other thing. Outside of the whole trailer thing, I want to know about the toys too, because that's one area that I really haven't been focusing on, because I have a very mild interest in the toys. I'm not too, I'm not a big collector like ESO and Chris over on YouTube. Not a big collector. I appreciate what the collection, and I appreciate the whole, the novelty. I mean, those X Plus figures are gorgeous figures, very expensive with good reason. But in terms of the toys, that's something I really have not been into. I've always been more interested in just the movie and the movie in and of itself. So if anyone wants to share, maybe even you, Josh, if you happen to know more than me, my question is this: does anyone know? Because I don't. Does anyone know if we're going to see a full line of toys within the next couple of weeks? Because if that's the case, my biggest question now is the Muto. You guys know that I've been a big fan of the whole Muto theory. I've been a big fan of what they're going to look like, how they're going to engage Godzilla, how that whole fight's going to look. But primarily, my biggest question is whether or not we're going to see a Muto monster that's going to look very familiar to us, because that's the only reason I think, other than maybe some other reasons, I'll get into that in a second, my only reason to think that they are hiding the Muto so feverishly is because we might see some hints of a Toho monster in there. Not necessarily directly a Toho monster, but maybe we'll see a hint. And I know a lot of people have constantly said to me, I've gotten blasted on my videos for talking about the subject. Oh, it's not Toho, it's not Toho. Well, hey, you know what? I mean, it doesn't have to be directly Toho, but what if it's something similar? So, I mean, Josh, you tell me, what's with the what's going on with the toys here? What's the deal with that? I'm going to mute myself so I can convey your message to Talk Shoe.
The toys, you know, I really don't try to pay attention too much to the toys. I know there was a description, the eight-legged Muto. I know also about the winged Muto, but I think there's another monster we don't know about. And the name of the people were like, oh, it's a Muto. The creature is a Muto. Well, basically, that's not completely true because it's a placeholder. The thing is that it could actually mean it's a placeholder for the actual name because they're the creation of these creatures. But we really don't know the name of the actual creature. The interesting thing is that we don't know what they look like. The thing is, you won't get the pictures until I believe April. So hold on.
You know, all right. So I was just saying it over in Talk Shoe, conveying your message, Josh, real quick. That you know, the question I have with this whole Muto thing is whether or not we're going to see a Muto that's going to be just one, just maybe the one we saw in 2013, and then after that, somewhere closer to the movie, then we see the larger one, the one that's a little bit more, I guess, supposed to be the bigger one, or the rumor is it's some sort of queen or whatever the case may be. And you know, I don't know about these whole toy things. It's just I can't. It doesn't make sense to me that they would release the toy without people seeing what the movie looks like first. And maybe they don't give a shit. Maybe they just figure, you know what? We know that the toy is not going to look anything like the movie, and we know the movie's going to look better. So why should we worry? Once people see the movie, they're going to see. So you know, that's the whole thing. Now, I have a question here from Jedi Dreamer. Rob, question: do you think Warner Brothers received money from MGM in Columbia if a 2014 trailer shows up in front of RoboCop? You know, I don't know how that works. I don't know if another production company or movie company can pay another one or does pay another one to have their trailer in front of their movie. You know, I don't know if that's how that's done, because we've seen plenty of trailers that turn around and pop up in front of a movie that has nothing to do with their company. So I don't know if that's done by maybe the agency, the filming agency, or if that's just done by a secret deal, or maybe not so secretive deal between the two movie companies. Hey, look, my movie needs a kind of buzz. We need to get something going. I'll give you $2.5 million to give me a 1-minute teaser of your movie in front of my trailer. Of your trailer in front of my movie. I don't know. I'm not privy to that kind of information. I never really looked that up. That's a good question, by the way, Jedi. I don't know if that's you know, I don't know if that's just the if that's how that goes. So, you know, you'd have to tell me. Somebody would have to tell me who's a little bit more privy to that information. So, what's the refrigerator question? I just saw that pop up on TalkShoe. The more detailed. All right, so the more detailed figures are coming out by May. So is this a series of toys that are coming out? Like, is it March we're getting one series, and then April, May
Different
we're getting another?
companies. There's some of them are different companies.
Okay.
Pacific, Drax Pacific is in May. The NECA is in April. March, I think it's also Pacific, Jack Pacific, but the 43-inch of Godzilla is May.
So, okay. So the 43-inch of Godzilla coming out in May. All right. I don't know anything about the toys. Like I said, I haven't been paying attention to it. Rob, do you think your post-Super Bowl dance... Rob, do you think your post-Super Bowl dance, your version of Rick Roll? You might have to reword that question. I don't understand what you're asking me. Rob, thank you. Somebody on The Nation, I think it was Garrett Miller, took a portion of that video and made a GIF, so it's probably all over the internet somewhere. I don't even know about it. You know what, Meta? I do not know if it's delayed. I can't tell from my end because when I'm doing the live stream, I don't play the video. I just leave it on pause and I just kind of do my thing. So, all right. So I'm just going through some of the questions here on TalkShoe that people are throwing up there. Oh, I see Meta's. Oh, Meta. Meta's not too happy with the whole TalkShoe live stream thing. Yeah, well, you know, can't please the world, and I don't intend to. So, all right, let's switch over here to, let's see what's going on over here in the live stream for YouTube. Let's get some questions in. I see there are a lot of shy people not trying to call in, so that's fine. So we will go back to the traditional answering of the questions that you people type in the chat. Yeah, Josh had some tech issues. That's why it's kind of weird, because when Josh is talking, I'm giving him the floor. So, of course, it ends up making me silent over here so that I can hear what he's saying and try to convey it to you. But believe me, it'll go much smoother next time. You just got to get Josh in order. All right. So, Reginald Ebenhart, this is over in YouTube. I have a feeling that Muto will be a reincarnation of Rodan and Mothra. We all know how beloved those characters are in Japan, and Toho has had a very heavy hand in this movie's production. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that they might have had an insight on some of the design of the monsters, and if they had any insight on designing the Muto, I can rest assured we're going to see something very familiar. Somebody had described. Actually, I got this over, and I'm going to pull this up, and I'll read it to you. Somebody sent this to me on The Nation on Facebook. So the person saw the Muto toy and described it. Now, before I do this, if you guys don't want me to do that, in case it turns out to be a spoiler, let me know now and I won't. Even if one person says no, I won't do it. But if you want to know about it, then maybe later I'll email you or just come to The Nation and you can find the link. It's right there. But I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to let me know if you want me to read it, because it is pretty detailed description of what one of them looks like, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody who wants to see the movie and wants to be surprised. So I'll give a couple of seconds, and then we'll go from there. Oh, just so you guys know, over at TalkShoe, you have to... That little glitch with the pin, you got to enter it 3 times. That's my fault. I guess I should have told you that. You got to try and enter the pin 3 times, and then on the 3rd try, you'll get in. It's weird like that. I don't know why, but that's how it's been working out.
Rob, what do you expect for the trailer? What do you really... For the main trailer?
I'll get to that in a second. I just want to answer...
Yeah.
I want to answer Jack Turner's question here. Hey, Rob, do you think the new toy looks cheap? Please reply. They don't look good. How about I just say that? They don't look good. They look okay. You know, when you see the X Plus figures, like I see Goji Fan there. What's going on, Goji? When you see the X Plus figures, and then you go back and see what we've seen, there's really no comparison. There really isn't. I suspect that over time they'll get better. I'm pretty sure sometime in the future, maybe a year or 2 from now, you'll see an X Plus version of the 2014 Godzilla that's going to look a million times better. So, we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm not too impressed with what I've seen from the toys so far, especially if some of them are legit, like the little plushie. I mean, if that's legit, I mean, really? I guess I can get that for my son, but yeah, no. In terms of the trailer, I mean, I already did a video, excuse me, about what I predict we'll see in the trailer. I'm sure I'm wrong. What I want to see in the trailer, I definitely want to see. Well, like I said in my video, I want to see some dialogue. I would rather hear some dialogue, so that way I can get an idea of maybe where the story's going. Definitely a different angle of Godzilla. I'd like to see his full body. To be honest, I'd like to see his full body from head to toe. I know we won't get that, but I wouldn't mind seeing maybe a silhouette of his full body. And of course, I want to see a Muto, but I just have a feeling we're not going to see a Muto at all. I have a strange feeling about that. Yeah, Zeomancer, I agree. They don't look good. They don't look good at all. There we go. I'm a little late. To the game on that one, guys. All right, so all right, give me 1 second here. Talk Shoe Crew, yeah, I have everybody allowed on chat. I have everybody unmuted. So, like I said, unfortunately, the pin number thing, you got to try it a couple of times for you to get through. That's a glitch that I did find out about today. So I'll look more into that. Maybe if I can get a dedicated pin for you guys, then maybe that'll fix the problem in the future. But hey, it's the first time. There's always going to be glitches. I mean, we all know what happened with Diablo and SimCity, right? There you go. So this is not quite that bad, but because at least you guys can log in and listen to the cast. But for the most part, All right. So once again, just in case anybody's joined, this is the live stream podcast of Godzilla 2014 Talk with Rob and Josh. Josh is over on YouTube. Had technical difficulties, could not join us over here on TalkShoe. However, we are still live on both ends. I want to thank everybody for participating on both sides. This has been a very fun experience so far. We've been talking about the Godzilla trailer that was supposed to happen today. It did not. That was a debacle. The prediction now is on the 14th. We all pretty much feel confident that that's not going to happen. Now the question is, when is the trailer going to come out, and what are we going to see? Josh feels very confidently about March 7th. There's other couple of people that feel very confident about March 7th, or I guess that's the weekend that 300 comes out. Is that what it is, Josh?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so, and that makes perfect sense. That's a Warner Brother legendary movie. Now, what I want to know, too, is there's supposed to be a huge marketing campaign starting next week.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's about. Now, is that, I mean, what's the deal? Does anybody have any idea about that?
For me, no. But the source that I got from the person says that there's supposed to be a teaser trailer.
Okay.
For which it's like a 60. But I believe that short teaser trailer might be for the Muto website.
Right.
Leading up to the trailer. So I can see that. So we can see something. I will see that we'll have something around the end of February.
Right.
I think we kind of know that because they did the same thing for the first one. So we probably get more updated information on the Muto website sometime at the end of February, you can say.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, we'll have to just wait and see on that because I mean I don't know how you can start. I mean, I guess they can kick off the mutosresearch.net. I mean, I guess they can kick that off and use that to build towards the trailer. Godzilla Muto cereal. That's what Jedi wants to see. Godzilla Muto cereal marketed in grocery stores. That's kind of funny, actually, when you think about it. Now, how would that taste? And how would it look? Would it be like little green insects that taste like kiwi, I guess? Or Cheerios, Muto.
God.
Stuff over here. Oh my God.
I think more pictures. We'll get more pictures.
Yeah, I mean more pictures maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe more sinkholes. Right? What could be more exciting, guys? We'll get more sinkholes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is hey Jacob, what's going on over in TalkShoe? Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for joining. Worms and wings, Jedi says. That's very funny.
Worms and wings.
Worms and wings.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get more sinkholes. Guys, this is it. I cracked it. This is the marketing campaign that's gonna start next week. You're gonna begin to get pictures of more sinkholes and dust. More dust. We can't have a marketing campaign without dust. We need to have dust and people behind the dust. So that way we know somebody's there. We just don't know who the fuck it is. That's the bottom line. More dust, okay, and more sinkholes. And what else? What else am I missing here? Help me out, guys. You guys started with the cereal. Now you got me rolling here. Help me out. More dust. We're gonna have cereal, dust, sinkholes. What else?
People looking up.
Dust and darkness. Okay, Ag, I see that.
People looking up.
People looking up. More that Josh just said. People looking up. We're gonna have more people looking up, so that's good. I like that.
We're gonna get a nail, a foot.
All right, so this is a message coming in from Snake Pit. Did you see the interview they did on the cast on some Canada show that they said it was something with like Joe? Okay, yeah, I did see that. A lot of people saw that, Snake Pit. That's a good point. Now let's get into that for a minute because that's something that kind of scares me. The whole thing that I've been hearing that's going to be where the movie is like you do not see Godzilla that much. You just know he's around. I think that's a bad move if they go that route. I think that's a good move for a scary element, but for Godzilla, when you consider how many people want to see him, I don't know if that's such a smart move.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't think that's a smart move.
I think they'll show him enough. I think they just want to lead it like 1954 did.
Yeah.
I think they kind of want to do that route. But,
right, and this, like I said, I mean, and this was brought up by Snake Pit over in TalkShoe. Yeah, that's a scary thing. When he was describing that on E.T., talking about the comparing it to Jaws and how you're more in fear of what you think might be there as opposed to actually seeing it, and then you only get a couple of shots. Well, not a couple of shots, but you see Jaws here and there throughout the movie. He's not focused on. I don't know if I'm gonna like that too much. Like, I don't mind if they focus on the humans, but I'm just not too excited about not focusing on Godzilla enough. So, Jedi Dreamer, Rob, seriously, Warner Brothers got to hit the product marketing big time, or else it will be swamped by all the Spider-Man stuff. Yeah, the Spider-Man's really, really making it heavy. Jacob, hey Rob, how would you react if we got a 2014 cartoon? Oh, you mean like after the movie? I wouldn't give a shit about that. That doesn't interest me. I'm gonna be honest. That doesn't interest. Like, unless it's like a Japanese anime and it's a little dark and violent, then maybe. But if it's something they're gonna pop on Cartoon Network at 3 in the afternoon, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, Zach, 219 over at TalkShoe. Yeah, no Jaws, no Cloverfield. Yep, I'm all with you on that. And I like Cloverfield. Don't get me wrong. But I would have. This is Big G. This is not Cloverfield. With all due respect, I like Cloverfield, but this is Godzilla. We need to see the man. We don't want to get a hint of the man. So
Yeah, I know, right?
This is from Zero Mancer over at TalkShoe. Maybe the hidden Godzilla aspect will only be for a time in the film. And that's fine. If they do that, that's completely fine. If they only make that for a short time in the film.
Yeah.
But if it's for the whole movie, I'm going to be disappointed. And I will be very brutal in my review. Rob, are you a former member of Menudo? I wanted to call that in as a question. Absolutely not. I just thought it was a funny song to use for that film. So, yeah. Brian wants to keep. This is from Jedi. Rob and Josh. Brian wants to keep your refrigerator. What? Jedi, reword that question. I think you might have missed a word because I'm reading it as Brian wants to keep if your refrigerator is still running.
Oh gosh.
I don't know what the hell he's talking. Brian's a weirdo sometimes.
We just gotta wait another month. I'd be happy. I won't waiting another month.
Jack, to answer your question, yeah, I think he'll be immune to weapons, and I think they'll show him actually regenerate parts of his body that get blown off. That's just my opinion, though. I'm probably 100% wrong. Um, I'm always wrong, and that's fine. That's why I just kind of do it. Okay, so yeah, I think the fight scenes are going to be interesting because
Yeah.
Godzilla traditionally, and this is from Zeromancer again over at TalkShoe. I just hope there's a full-on grapple fight in this film, old school Big G style. Yeah, that's going to be interesting because traditionally Godzilla is very large and methodical, and it's going to be interesting to see if they give him a little bit more pep in his step because he's slow. Let's just be honest, he's slow. It takes him about a year to whip his tail around. I mean, by the time he's done whipping his tail, the sun, or rather the Earth, has completed its rotation around the sun for that 1 year. So yeah.
I think we're used to Godzilla versus
This sorts
you
of
know
Josh.
we're
Go
so
ahead,
used
Josh. I'm
to
gonna mute myself so I can convey this message. Go ahead.
it's so funny because we're so used to man in a suit, but we never seen a Godzilla movie with CGI against another monster. When Pacific Rim offered, it was amazing how the fights were, big monsters, big robots. But with Godzilla, we never seen a a CGI fight with Godzilla,
Right,
which
and
is gonna be
Josh was
really
talking about
interesting.
how the fights looked in over in Pacific Rim. But you want to know something? As much as I like Pacific Rim, um, the fight scenes in Pacific Rim, there were too many fight scenes in rain and water. That's what ruined it for me, and that's another thing I hope I don't see in this movie. I do not want to see people or the monsters fighting in water 90% of the time. It's just going to ruin it. It's going to ruin it. Um, that doesn't mean I didn't like Pacific Rim. I love Pacific Rim, but that took away from the element, the wow factor. Like when Striker Eureka fought that monster in the middle of the day in Australia, even though it was a short clip, it looked incredible. And yeah, the first fight scene with Gypsy Danger and the Kaijus are great, but just too much water and rain. I can't. I know, yeah, guys. Just so you know, for those of you who came in late, unfortunately, Josh is having some trouble. He's had trouble connecting to TalkShoe. So for this opening podcast, he does not. He's not in TalkShoe. So I'm trying to convey his message as best I can. I do apologize for the empty airspace when he is talking, but this is something we're gonna have to push through for today. And I can assure you, in the future, we'll have our shit together, or rather, I should say, Josh will have his shit together. So I take 100% no blame for that. Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. My computer
I'm
is
putting
not.
I'm putting the complete blame. I am throwing Josh under the bus. Josh has been picked up by me and tossed under the bus, and yeah. So all right, but Josh, you're supposed to be paying attention to the YouTube channel at least to get some of their questions. You know what I mean?
I think I have to refresh it every single time because
Yeah. All right. So, oh, somebody. What did Jacob steal from me? What did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
Jacob.
Yeah, over in TalkShoe, somebody is accusing Jacob of stealing my quotes.
He always does.
Jacob is actually a thief. I gotta be honest. Jacob's a thief. He's stolen Cinemassacre's whole series and posted it on his channel. It's horrible. Jacob, I'm shouting you out on that, just so you know.
He's laughing right now.
Jesus of nothing special. Rob, why can't I comment on the live stream? Before I answer that question, do you have the same name over on YouTube? What's your YouTube channel? I don't recognize your name, so I don't know if you're just a listener that came over from TalkShoe or if you're a subscriber on the YouTube channel. But you just need to give me a little bit more background on your origins, so to speak.
There's a question.
Zeromancer can hear you on both ends. Zeromancer is playing. For those of you, you should be at least probably the best thing to do is to be in both. I mean, I'm in both right now myself. I can see everybody's comments over on YouTube, and I can see everybody's comments over in TalkShoe. I just thought this would be a good idea because everybody wants their questions answered, and I figured this would give people an opportunity to call in. Unfortunately, it's a little glitchy. I realized that today, and hopefully that'll be rectified in the future. Is Adrian, and everybody knows he's okay. Well, I'm not going to say that. But I wasn't referring to Adrian. I was referring to Jesus of Nothing Special. I guess, is that what that's saying? Oh, Brian, that's you? Why can't you chat in the live stream? Well, look at your name. So now he's pissed at you, and he prevented you from talking. That's what it came down to. All right. Let's see what's going on. Rob, do you think they will make an X Plus Godzilla 2014 this year? I do not. But you want to know? I mean, Rich might know that better than I do. I don't think they will. I think it'll come out later, but I don't think they'll do it right away. He's on mobile.
Adoka TV has a question.
Who?
Adoka TV.
Okay.
He says, "Hey Rob, do you think Godzilla will be classified as a dinosaur in this movie?"
Do I think Godzilla will be classified as a dinosaur in this movie coming from YouTube? God, I don't know. I can't call that.
I don't think so. I
don't know. I don't think so. If they're gonna make it realistic, the dinosaurs were extinct many, many millions of years ago. I think he's just gonna be a casualty of war, a mutation that's a casualty of war. What kind of mutation and what his origin is, I think we'll see that. They are going back to 1954, but I don't think it's going to be related to the original movie. I think they're going to just make it their own thing. They're just using that year to represent homage to the original movie. That's my opinion, though. I don't really know. So, okay. So, you know what? This is a good point, and this is coming from Alpha Wolf over on YouTube. He's bringing up Godzilla's feet again. This is a good topic. I want to get into this. I want to know what the foot fetish is. I understand they don't look great. Okay, I'll acknowledge that. I'll be fair. His feet do not. When you compare it to like Godzilla '84, when you compare it to like GMK Godzilla, I admit his feet look like they belong in open-toe shoes. Okay, I'll be fair. I'll admit they don't look great. But are you really going to be looking at this guy's feet when the movie comes? I mean, let's be honest. Really, let's be honest. I mean, is anyone going to even look down the minute you see Godzilla? You're not going to look down. You're not. Yeah, Snake Pit brings up a good point over in Talk Show. He does look like a crocodile. He looks like Oh my God, Jacob. Jacob says, Rob, please don't get me horny with Godzilla's feet.
Jacob, you're 13 years old.
Yeah. I mean, guess 27, whoever you are. Nah. I mean, yeah, he'll be stomping on things, but dude, really? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If they show a close up of his feet, yeah. But I mean, nah.
Guys, most of you don't even like your own feet, and you guys are okay with it.
Yeah, I just think the whole feet thing is a little bit. I think it's a little bit going too far when it comes to complaining. I mean, the feet, really. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying they look pretty. Okay, they don't look as good as some of the traditional feet, but it's really not that serious. I mean, it's really not that serious. Rob, if Rodan and Mothra originate as Mutos, what other kaiju do you see as possible Mutos, even as a homage? Ghidorah, of course, would be. I don't know if they're going to give the monster 3 heads, but you're going to see if it happens that we see a monster, similar to an old Toho monster in homage. You're going to see the popular ones at least. You might see a little bit of Gigan. You might see a little bit of, Ghidorah maybe some Anguirus. Who knows? But it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to really call that. Kyle, welcome to the live stream podcast. Kyle Samora has made it to the Talk Show chat room. I honestly feel like there will be a few surprises or twists in this movie. Yeah, I agree. That's what we've kind of been talking about that for a little bit about what the monsters are going to look like, especially the Muto. That's the big thing for me is the Muto. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Kaijuzilla. I don't want to see just a big pile of dirt. You know that would remind me of if we saw this movie. If Godzilla is consistently surrounded by a silhouette of dust and debris, he's gonna remind me of Pigpen from fucking Charlie Brown. That's what he's gonna remind me of. A big Pigpen. That's So let's see here. All right. No problem, Jedi. Rob, buddy, I think they're sort of basing the feet over polar bears. The feet of polar bears are used to help support their weight. That would make perfect sense. I mean, again, they're going for a real factor. So if they're going for a real factor, you can probably bet that they've made some sort of scientific effort to give realism to Godzilla. So that makes a lot of sense, Brian. That's a good job on that. Do you believe a Godzilla 2014 on the 12th of the... I don't believe either one. I'm calling bullshit right now. I'm going to wait till Friday to do the video. I'm going to wait till Friday midnight next week. Or maybe not. It's Valentine's Day. I'll be out with my wife. So Saturday. Because Valentine's Day, that's an all-day thing. Take my wife out, have dinner, give her nice gift, come home, get my gift, and, you guys will see me on Saturday. All right, so that was for Kyle. Okay, so, yep. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think we'll see it on the 12th or the 14th at all, Kyle. Super huge bullshit video about that. All right. Jack Turner, hey, Rob, say my name 3 times so Dad can hear, please. Oh, and what do you think about Godzilla's new feet? Yeah, this definitely elaborated on the feet. Your dad wants to hear me say your name 3 times. There's only one person's name who I call 3 times. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. All right, I know that was corny. Sorry, I couldn't resist. All right, so what we got going on? Let's see here. I'm gonna refresh this page because Josh is slacking, and I know there's people on YouTube asking questions. I gotta know what's going on. My YouTubers over here, or actually, you're all YouTubers, but do you think? Okay, so Atacat TV, Rob, do you think Godzilla's atomic ray will be classic blue or different color? I kind of spoke about this on one of the comments in one of my last videos. I think we're gonna see like maybe the classic blue, but it's not gonna be just a straight beam. I think it'll kind of have some what's the word I'm looking for? Some design to it, some kind of form. It's not just gonna be a straight beam of blue. I think it's gonna have like maybe some ridges, maybe look like fire coming out of its mouth, but it's not fire. Maybe it will be a different color, like maybe a red would be a good color. But I'm not sure. I did hear a rumor. This is just a rumor. I don't know if this is true or not. But I did hear a rumor that his spikes will not be lighting up when he shoots his atomic breath. So that's kind of whack. I'm not too happy about that. I hope that's bullshit.
No, that was bull. Remember, that was fake.
Okay, thanks.
Remember that? The guy.
So that's bullshit. Confirmed by Josh.
Yep.
All right.
Not true.
All right. So, oh yeah, Jedi. Thank you very much. Very, very good turnout. I know some people are not too pleased with it. Meta. Not shouting anybody out. Meta 88. But it's all right. Meta, I'm just teasing you, man. Hey, look. I know it's not the greatest thing, but it'll get better. It'll get better. I promise you that. And I understand a lot of you guys have been very supportive of the channel and very opinionated, and I do appreciate your opinions, honestly, because that's the one thing that's going to help me improve, and I want to get as good as possible, and I want to get better as much as I can, as fast as I can. Definitely do not, do not hold back. Do not hold back, because the only way I'm ever going to improve is if you guys are honest. So, all right. So, let's see here. Why don't... Oh, yeah, I mean, is Goji still in? Because I gotta be honest, these things have been going by so fast and there's such a delay. I did see Chris here, and what we can do is we've been on TalkShoe for how long now? A little over an hour.
Nah,
What
like
I'm
57 minutes, 56.
87 minutes, it says.
Yeah, 56, I think, right now. Because we started a little bit late. It's
Okay.
almost time.
Okay. Because what I'm thinking is if Goji does want to join, he's more than welcome. And what we can do is so that way there's no back and forth, no delay or anything. We could have him join. We can shut down the talk show and then bring everybody over to the live stream. That way everybody can see Goji and see you too, Josh. I mean, you pretty much you know we've got to get Josh technically to the show. That way next time. So I just saw something. Glitches happen, Rob. It's all good. We still have a great community. Yeah, yeah. I'm only messing with. I'm just messing with Meta. It is a transition. But again, I just you guys are very active in this channel in the community. So I just wanted to present an opportunity to get you guys on the get you guys connected with us in a way that we really haven't had a chance to do. But I'll use TalkShoe for now. But in the meantime, I'll start looking into other podcast software that's a little bit more reliable in terms of people calling in, and then we can go that route. So there are going to be other podcasts. Not all the podcasts are going to be linked with the YouTube live stream. For example, on the 13th, I'm having a Walking Dead podcast. That's just going to be a straight podcast. It's not going to be linked to a live stream. And hopefully by then I can figure out exactly what the problem with the glitch is. And I'll post some information on that. But, we'll go from there. Meta, only the chat is worth a damn. Well, sometimes that's good. I mean, even if you guys in the long run can't call in, if nothing else, you can come here and ask your questions because I can see them as they pop up. Unlike YouTube where it just it delays. I got to refresh the page. So if nothing else, we could at least use it as a link for you guys to talk and get your questions in. How do you think the movie will begin? A traditional beginning or straight to some action? I don't think we're going to get straight to some action, Snake Pit. I think we're going to get the opening of 1954. I think we're going to get to see exactly what happens that triggers the events that are going to come later in the movie. So, like, you might see something that triggers Godzilla's birth, and you might see what the scientists are doing to trigger the Mutos' birth, because if you read the synopsis over on Wiki, it says that the Mutos are enhanced by man's scientific ability or something along those lines. So I think we'll get an initial start of the movie, giving us an idea of where the monsters come from. Then I would say about 35 to 40 minutes go by before we start seeing the action. I think my biggest thing is how long the movie's going to be. That's what I'm interested in seeing. Later, Jedi, thank you for joining. It was nice having you here. And we'll, check back later when you get home. We might still be here. Who knows? Although I tend not to really run very long live streams. Usually, I like to try and go an hour and a half tops. But, we've got a good show up here, and I want to give you guys the best. I want to try and get you guys questions in. I'm going back and forth from both channels. Sweet Tooth 564. Do you think King Kong will be a Muto? No, I do not. I do not think King Kong will be a Muto. So yeah, Mr. Smiley. I hope this won't happen like Transformers. Do you think there will be comic relief? That's a good question, Mr. Smiley 91. I don't think you can be too serious. I think you'll have a couple of moments where we'll have a laugh, but I think they'll be few and far between, and I think they'll be in proper moments, but I don't know. If we don't see a laugh, I wouldn't be surprised. They're touting this movie very dark and very grim, so it wouldn't surprise me if we don't see any comedy. If you could design a kaiju to fight Godzilla, what would it be like? Also mention my... Oh, yeah. All right, don't tread. I got you a little bit. All right, if I could, I did this in one of my videos. I think it was my if I could make the movie, how I would make it, And in that video, I talk about my monster in that video is a huge serpent, almost like a ginormous basilisk. And I even described the scene that I would like to see where the serpent or basilisk, whatever, wraps itself around Godzilla while pinning Godzilla to a building and just starts chomping on him. So go check it out. It's a good video. It's long. It's long. That's why my videos are long. I got to start cutting that down. I look at some of my videos. I'm like, God damn. When I should have just broke that into 3 parts. So yeah, I'm cool with the spikes, Kaijuzilla. The spikes don't bother me. I think they're good. I think Godzilla spikes look fine. They're not the original, but I think they're fine. So that's not a hard thing. That's not. Rob, there was a serpent monster in the G98 cartoon. Yeah, I would have never known because I didn't watch that. The cartoon. Yeah, I mean G98 didn't bother me so much. I'll do a rewind review on that as part of the marathon series, and you guys will hear my thoughts on it. And I know a lot of people don't consider it a Godzilla movie, but it is going to be in a marathon, like it or not. So,
and it is a Godzilla
Guest
movie.
33. Oh, thanks, yeah, I appreciate that. Statistically speaking, YouTube does not favor long videos or people who view YouTube. Yeah, I hear you. But actually, they got this cool feature now on YouTube where if you have a long video and you watch it, let's say if you stop watching it, let's say it's a 10-minute video and you stop watching it like at 4 minutes, if you go back and play it, it'll pick up where you left off. Has anybody noticed that? I thought that's a pretty cool feature. Oh, Kyle. Sorry for my silence. Kyle was just typing a very, very nice compliment. I do appreciate that, Kyle. He says, Rob, your ideas and predictions are pretty damn good. Legendary needs to hire you for ideas for the hopeful sequel. Dude, from your mouth to God's ears, because I would love to script my own Godzilla movie. I really would. I really would. There's some areas about Godzilla I'm not strong in. I'm not, I don't know the X Plus like Mitchie, so I don't know all the games. I haven't played them all. I'm not as into some of his origin history as some people, but in terms of watching him and just imagining my own world and what Godzilla would be like, yeah, I mean, I have tons of ideas, and I wanted to be a writer when I was younger. I used to write a lot of stories. I have tons of stories written that I just have sealed in a case. That for
you mentioned that before.
Yeah, I love writing. I've always had a very active imagination. And but I just, I'm very, very passionate about what I write, and I've always been afraid to share it with the world, simply because when I write from my heart. Sometimes I get deep into it. Like I'll if it's a character that I've really invested a lot of my time and energy in, and I have to kill him off in the story, I get pretty emotional. I get deep into my writing. So so this is from Snake Pit. What would you consider a proper time for the movie? I would hate if it was 90 minutes only. Yeah, I honestly, it's got to be 2 hours and 45 minutes at least. At least 3 hours would make me happy, but I don't think it's going to be 3 hours. I think at least 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45 minutes tops. But I have a feeling it's going to be like a minute. I have a feeling it's going to be like an hour and 40 minutes. That's my feeling. I just have a feeling. So, Rob, would you want a Godzilla versus Godzilla movie? No. That's no. Rob, do you think they will make other monster movies like Rodan, Mothra, ECT, and lead up to a Destroyer of Monsters? That's a good question. That comes from AdoCat TV. I know I spoke to somebody, or somebody asked me a question about what I would think of a Ghidorah standalone movie, for example. But you want to know something? Gamera. And I got to give props to Ag, because Ag said this to me. Ag told me, and I'm giving you props, Ag, so you can go ahead and, you don't have to wait 30 seconds for me to see your comment. You can pop this up now. Ag mentioned to me, when I did my first review for Gamera, Guardian of the Universe, he said to me, watch the other two movies and it'll change your mind about whether or not they could make a Gamera movie here in the States. And you want to know something? He was right. he was right. Man, if anyone has not seen that trilogy, and I'm sure mostly everybody has here because I know you guys are big kaiju fans, that movie is incredible. That series, that trilogy is incredible. And the way he looks in the third movie, the way Gamera looks in the third movie, Ag, I'm always right. Let's not get crazy, Ag. Okay? Let's not get crazy. I'm going to have to do a bullshit video about Ag. But anyway, the way he looks in the third movie, I got to say, it looks incredible. The whole design, where his shell doesn't really look like a turtle shell anymore. It looks like a big scale, and then the little mini scales on his back they prop up, almost like he's slowing himself down when he descends. Yeah, I think Gamera could work in the United States. The problem with Gamera is that he's not as popular as Godzilla, especially amongst general fans. Like, general fans know who Godzilla is. Bring it on, Rob. Okay, Ag. Ag, real quick, because Ag's over here talking trash and talk shoe. Ag, when you're ready to show your face on the camera and really bring your balls out, then give me a call. Okay, then we'll talk, Ag. Right now, your little videos with the talking and the music and not showing your face. When you grow a pair of cojones, then we'll have a nice little collaboration bullshit video. Okay, but you got to.
What is Ag saying?
He's saying, "Bring it on, Rob. I'm always right." Blah blah blah. So no, I don't want to. I said when you grow some balls, brother. Look at this guy. He's funny as hell. So, oh man, that's some funny stuff. So anyway, like I said, I think Gamera could work. Problem with Gamera is he's not as popular as Godzilla to the general public. The general public knows of Godzilla. Whether they like him or not is irrelevant. But Gamera, only hardcore fans like us, kaiju fans like us, know about Gamera. The general public, some people never heard of him, and that's the problem. That's what it'll make it hard to sell. But I think that if they gave it an attempt, I think fans like us, all the crazy fans out there for the kaiju, I think we could probably get them out there, but we'll have to wait and see. What do you think of my King Kong versus Godzilla remake idea? I'm hearing rumors through the winds, and I don't know how legit this is, that, and this is from Don't Tread on Me over here on YouTube, I don't think that's completely out of the realm of reality, to be honest. From what I'm understanding, Universal is supposed to be getting with Legendary, and they might get the Godzilla rights after this movie. So I'm not saying I'm not saying that's accurate. That's what I've heard in the wind. It's not concrete. But if it turns out to be true down the road, then that's not completely out of the realm of reality. So Zachary Runke says, Rob, I think the February 14th trailer makes sense because of the secret love triangle between Godzilla, Rodan, and... Oh, God. He says because of the secret love triangle between Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra. Okay. Yes. Oh, that's some funny stuff. I know. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. It's pretty funny. Mr. Smiley, since we're on the topic of Godzilla, what do you think? What did you think of James Rolfe's Godzilla-thon? I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Actually, if you want to see it, go on Jacob's channel. He siphoned it. So good job, Jacob, being original. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I just shouted Jacob out. That's my way of telling him to pull it down. Pull it down. Don't steal other people's content. Okay, so this is from Guest 33 at TalkShoe. Hi, Rob. What is your thought about Alexandra Desplat doing the music score for Godzilla? I'm pretty decent with some composers and their names. I got to be honest. I don't know what works he's done. So I can't really give an opinion on that. Like, I know who he is. I know who you're talking about. But whatever work he's done prior to Godzilla, I've probably heard it, but I'm unaware it's him. So if you can give me an example of some work he's done, then I'll let you know my opinion.
Harry Potter.
He's done Harry Potter?
Yep.
I mean,
I
I'm
believe it
okay.
was.
Anything
I think
else?
it was the last one. I think the last one they did.
Okay. So he's done Harry. Josh is telling me that he's done Harry Potter.
Let me go check it out.
Yeah, look that up, Josh. I need something more than Harry Potter. Harry Potter is not good enough. Yeah.
I think he did
So
the Ground Zero or something like that.
Ground Zero was another movie he did. I don't think I've seen that. Have I seen that one? I don't think so. I don't think I've seen Ground Zero.
I'm gonna confirm it right now on his thing.
So
He won. He's a Grammy Award. He's the second, known as the second best composer.
okay, so that was that. Man, Rob, you're just throwing everyone under the bus. Yeah, hey, when
Uh,
I see people doing wrong, I gotta call them out. I gotta call them out.
all right, here we go.
So
The Muments Man, Fanny, Zulu, Venus and Fur, Zero, Dark 30.
okay, Josh is giving me a list of this guy's work. You know what? I gotta say, from the movies that Josh is listing over to me right now, yeah,
Rise
I
of the
don't know if I'm too
Guardians,
impressed. Yeah, have you heard?
Harry Potter,
Yeah,
Harry Potter and
Yep,
Deathly Hollows Part
yep,
2,
yep. Yeah,
Harry
you
Potter
told me
Part
that one.
1, The King's Speech,
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Twilight.
Oh God, Twilight.
Yeah, he did
Oh boy,
Twilight.
I'm not too impressed right now. I got to be honest. So my opinion on Desplat is he better rock it out because I wasn't impressed with Twilight or Harry Potter. Let's just put it that way. Um, Rob, February 14th thing, have you seen? Yes, I have. If you're referring to the trailer, I have seen all the so-called predictions of the trailer coming out. All right, so there was a question up here I wanted to address. Let me go further up here over in TalkShoe. Eddie Friend. So Rob, what do you think of the X from outer space? The X from outer space. Are you talking about Eddie? Are you talking about the Planet X thing from Monster Zero? Is that what you're getting at, or I'm a little confused on what your question is. If you could probably just elaborate a little bit on that, and I'll get back with you. Um, all right. So, by the way, Rob. Oh, that was further up before. I already read that. Um, I'm looking for this question I saw. I flashed it real quick, but you were talking at the time, Josh, and I didn't want to interrupt you, so I'm trying to get back to this question here on TalkShoe, but I might just have to let it go. Yeah, I got that question. Okay, so Alexandra Spider went with that. Okay, so Guest 31 had said, remember Gareth expressed interest in a Destroy All Monsters type film, so we can very well see a spin-off of films of other kaijus in the main character. Yeah, what I think would happen, this is just my guess, answering that question or commenting back on that. If he ever did a Destroy All Monsters, let's say they got to the third trilogy, and the second movie we saw like Ghidorah or Gigan, or maybe Gigan and another traditional monster. I think if he made a Destroy All Monsters movie, I think we'll see a couple of monsters from Toho, but we'll also see a series of United States monsters or U.S. created monsters. But I don't know if they could pull off a Destroy All Monsters as a third film. That'd be just too much too soon. You know, I think that'd be too much too soon. Yeah. Rob, have you read the Godzilla versus the Griffin? Yeah, the original script from '98. I haven't read it, but I've heard about it. Actually, yeah. If you could, somebody could send me that. I would like to read that. If anyone knows where they can get access to that or send it to me, I would really appreciate it. Um, he has been nominated for multiple Academy Awards, Golden Globe, Grammy Awards for Meta '88, referring to Desplat. Yeah. I mean, that's good. Look, I'm not saying he's a bad composer, but the movies that he listed that I've watched, I haven't been impressed. But again, it's Harry Potter and Twilight. You know, I mean, my wife likes Twilight, my mother likes Twilight, so I've seen all the movies. And Harry Potter, I mean, you know, it's Harry Potter. So, trailer number 2 clips leak online. What is this? What? Oh, trending. Okay, it's from Snake Pit. Massive 43-inch Godzilla 2014 figure to be unleashed by Jack's Pacific. Godzilla 2004 trailer. 2 clips leak online. Shredder's daughter confirmed. That's what's trending right now on what? On YouTube or Google? Okay. So, all right. I want to go back to YouTube. I want to see if Eddie Frank had reworded that question. Think of the X from outer space. Or is he referring to a movie maybe that I haven't seen? I don't know. No idea. All right, so Jacob, thanks for giving me that link. I'll check that out a little bit later. This pisses me off. Gareth Edwards did not express interest in the Destroy All Monsters like movie. He said he was interested in a Monster Island. Actually, I thought he said a little bit of both. We can pull that up because whatever he did say, I know it's listed on Wiki. Actually, Josh, you're my wingman. Can you pull up the Wikipedia? Type in Godzilla 2014. Go to the Wikipedia. Scroll down, and they have Gareth Edwards' quote on the whole theory or the whole Godzilla, whatever the case may be. If you could just pull that up for me while I swing over here and back and forth between YouTube and TalkShoe. Hey Rob, Godzilla 2 script on Google, and you can find. Yeah, actually, Kaijuzilla, thanks. Somebody over in TalkShoe linked it over to me, so I appreciate that though. Thank you very much.
Look for what?
Was that Josh?
Look for what?
Can you type in Godzilla 2014 in Google? Go to the wiki and scroll down. They have Gareth Edwards' exact quote when talking about a potential sequel, because Brian's getting all butthurt over here. So we just want to confirm with everybody here if it's Monster Island or if it's Destroy All Monsters. I think it is Monster Island, but I don't know. The story's changed so much that you start to believe it. So it's
right.
That's why I'm glad I have all my sources saved.
It says I'm gonna read the whole sequel thing. It says at WonderCon 2013. Guillermo del Toro expressed enthusiasm for a potential crossover between Godzilla.
Right, that was Guillermo del Toro's comment about a crossover. Okay, but not that.
I know. I'm just reading the whole thing.
Okay, so Josh is reading it to me right now, guys, in TalkShoe, and I'll share with you what he has to tell me in a moment. So go ahead, Josh. Let me know what this is.
It says another Legendary Pictures kaiju film, but stressed that no such plans are in place. In an interview at the 2013 San Diego Comic-Con, Edwards expressed an interest in making a sequel that uses the Monster Island concept.
Okay, so it is Monster Island, confirmed. Gareth Edwards expressed his interest in exploring Monster Island if he were to make a sequel.
Concept used in Destroy All Monsters.
Yep, okay, so... No, Brian, we got it. We got it, man. Just, we got it. All right, so this is what we're going to do, guys. We are going to put an official end to the TalkShoe so we can swing everybody over to live stream. I feel bad because Josh is kind of sitting here just watching. And but this was very fun. What I do like about this TalkShoe, if nothing else, is the fact that you guys' chat comes up right away. And I'm going to continue to utilize this because not every podcast is going to be linked to a live stream. I just figured this was the first one, so I kind of wanted to make it grand. But thanks to Josh, we didn't have that. So I'm just messing with you, Josh. I'm just messing with you, buddy.
I know.
But every now and then in the future, we'll have, if it's something big, I will link the two together. By then, we'll have Josh on board, so I'm not worried about that. But I will continue to make podcasts probably once or twice a week, and I'll let you guys know what the subject is. It'll be a dedicated podcast. Once I find out about this glitch, I will definitely inform everybody, and you'll have the option to call in. But if nothing else, I do like the fact that when you guys type, it pops right up, and I can just get to your question or your comment right away. So we're going to end it on TalkShoe, but we're going to continue it on YouTube. So everybody here in the TalkShoe chat, I want to thank you for popping up. No, Jacob, we cannot. And just for that, I'm going to kick you out of this one, and I'm going to kick you out of the live stream chat room for bringing up the sea monster. Having a world with these creatures in it, I find that fascinating and would like to treat that realistically. I wouldn't want to limit it to one. Good point. I agree with Meta. So, all right, everybody. So, for those of you listening on TalkShoe who may be listening to this after it's been recorded, I want to thank you for joining us live. For those who listen to this recorded, I want to thank you for downloading it, taking the time to download it, and listen to it. You can expect more podcasts from myself and Josh going forward regarding Godzilla. You can expect to see more podcasts from me in the future regarding The Walking Dead. We got on February 13th, and I will always list these on the Nation Facebook page, my Twitter account, as well as YouTube. So for those of you that are in the chat right now, you can swing back over the YouTube. We're going to continue live stream there. For those of you on TalkShoe that, like I said, listen down the road, I just want to thank you for listening, and I will see you for the next podcast. Thank you very much. This is Rob and Josh signing off on TalkShoe. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a very, very nice evening, and we will see you for the next podcast.
We're still here.
We are. We are still here. We are still live. We are now back on TalkShoe. Yes, we are now back on, and I can take these damn things off. I'll leave them on. I already have it set up that way, so I don't want to mess with anything. But and there we go. This is off. I called in with Skype, so that was a little bit easier for me in terms of TalkShoe. Look at Meta. You know, Meta, is there anyone else that didn't like TalkShoe? I mean, I know Meta doesn't. We've made that clear, but his opinion doesn't count to me.
Who was it? Who was it?
Meta. Well, I just want to know how everybody else felt about TalkShoe. I know it didn't quite work out with the. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here, Kaijuzilla. I appreciate that. I didn't know this was your first time. First time's always the best. All right, Jacob. Just so you know, here's what I don't want to hear from you the rest of the night. I don't want to hear about you not getting subscribers. All right. Hey Baylor, what's going on? Welcome. I don't want to hear about your subscribers. I don't want to hear about and I saw what you wrote earlier about you haven't taken it down because you want subscribers. That's not how you do it, man. I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into that. This is not what this is about. But I think I'm gonna unsubscribe to you until you get your shit together. All right. So the Kaiju. This was Danielle. This was the first podcast we had, and I had it for like an hour and a half. We were over there, pretty much up until from 9 to 10:30. So for an hour and a half. And recap, Rob. I missed this show. David, basically, we were talking about the bullshit on the trailer. We're speaking about when we should expect to see one. Some of us, or many of us here, believe that there will be no trailer next week. Some of us believe it's going to be in front of the new 300 movie, which does make a lot of sense. It's a Warner Brother Legendary movie. So that's more or less what we're talking about, the toys. What else did we cover, Josh?
We talked about the trailer, the bull crap, what I talked about, Muto.
Yep, Muto.
We'll see what we want to talk about, what's been happening, when we'll predict the next trailer, what we're looking forward to, movies.
Okay.
We mostly talked about what we needed to talk about.
Yeah, we pretty much covered a lot of the hoopla and all this crap. I mean, we discussed what we want to see in the trailer. A lot of people were expressing a lot of different things they want to see. We discussed his atomic breath, what the color would be. We covered a lot of stuff, to be honest. So anyway, the Kaiju TalkShoe was a podcast where you can call in and ask questions. Unfortunately, there was a glitch with the system where every time people were calling in, they couldn't get through. So I got to investigate that and see what the what the fix is to that. So that way, the next one we can actually get callers in. But it was the first time. For the most part, I think it went well. We had about 10 or 12 people in there, so that's not too bad. Meta hated it, yet he stood there. So I don't understand, but I'm just messing with him, actually. I'm messing with him hard. But yeah, I want to know if anybody, whatever, if there's somebody else who hated TalkShoe, definitely let me know. I mean, if you guys thought it was okay, barring the whole call feature that was a little glitchy today, yeah. Wow, whoa. This spikes. It was a little weird sometimes. My comments didn't come up. Do you think they will play the original Godzilla theme in the movie? I do not think so. At a cat TV. All right. X-Men second time, awesome. Jacob Hill, shut up. This is my first time, and do you want to see a community kaiju game? Yeah. I mean, sure. Let me know. I mean, you guys got my email. Just email me the link. I'll check it out. Chat was cool. Stream never even. Again, chat was cool. Stream never even. Okay, I'll let you finish that. Hey Rob, do you think Godzilla will be venomous? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think obviously it would have went a lot smoother if Josh didn't have the difficulties he had, because then at least you could hear us both. Where when he was talking and I was quiet, and that kind of left air, which kind of sucks. I know it sucks, but hopefully we'll get it right next time. I think for the first time it was okay, but we'll get better. We'll get better. Jacob Leader Rob, keep up the great work. Thinking of starting my own channel. All right, hey, do it. I encourage it. YouTube can be a lot of fun. I mean, you have your occasional trolls, but for the most part, that's not a big deal. So, Rob, what's your favorite Godzilla theme? It would have to be, yeah. Oh, Chris, I know, dude. Let's not even get into that whole topic about the rumors.
Chris who?
Goji fan.
Oh, what's up, Chris?
Rob, what's your favorite Godzilla theme? It would have to be the They've used it in a couple of the movies, but I remember it now because it popped in my head. The opening theme to Destroy All Monsters. That's one of my favorites. They've used it in movies before that one, but that's the one that just popped in my head. So. Oh yeah, still, yeah, that's pretty funny. Rob, Jacob, you deleted it? Okay, good. I'm still not subscribing until you come up with good content. A bit off topic, are you going to play Dark Souls 2 Let's Play? I pre-ordered it, excited. Oh yeah. Dude, Dark Souls 2? My Let's Play has been, I mean, actually it's funny, I actually posted a Let's Play today of The Witcher, the first part of the prologue.
Yeah, you did. So
it's funny you bring up gaming, and we can talk about gaming. We don't, if you guys want to switch subjects, by all means. But yeah, a lot of my what I think are going to be good Let's Play videos are going to be coming in March. Because you got Dark Souls 2. I'm a big RPGer, and I know that's not done as often as first-person shooters on YouTube. So I feel that's a good opportunity for me to, A, actually play and finish the games, and B, people who like RPGs, they come see the RPG games. They're long, so I could see myself cutting a lot of parts, but yeah, Dark Souls is going to be a definite. It's going to be a definite. I'm actually, and Meadow, you must be reading my mind. It's because I've been thinking about this all day, because next week I'm actually picking up my video capture adapter for my PS3, and I'm also getting a new monitor where I can actually plug my system in, so I don't have to film myself playing from my couch. So yeah, that's gonna be a day one video. I'm talking like get the game, come home, throw on the camera, throw on the system, and start playing. So definitely it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's see, where am I at here? All right. I'm just trying to catch up with the channel here. Bear with me, guys. I missed your question, Don't Tread on Me. I know I saw somebody respond to you by saying, what the fuck? I don't know. What was the question? If you could retype that. Oh, no problem, Dakaiju. And I know sometimes I miss all you guys' questions, and I do apologize. It's just the delay for YouTube and the live stream. I don't know why it's a delay like that. Like, there was not a hint of delay in the talk show, which was cool. I don't know why it's like that in Google. I don't know why. I want to see Godzilla slam a Muto in the building. Yeah, I think you'll see that. Oh, the audio was bad too? Okay, yeah. So you're the first to mention that, Jacob. So, okay. All right. And like I said, good insight. That's good insight. That's what I want to hear. Because, you know, I'm not, like, committed to them. You know, I saw them. It looks pretty simple, so I figured, all right, let me try that. But believe me, I might run with it a couple more times until I find a better podcast software to use. So definitely give me feedback, guys, because if you guys don't like it, you know, I'll switch somewhere else. There's plenty of others out there that I can use. So I just figured that was one of the first ones I came upon. It looked pretty simple. The interface seemed pretty simple. The concept seemed pretty nice, but honestly, I'm actually thinking about just setting up an actual radio show from the house with the phone and everything. The only reason I haven't done that is because I really don't have a place to set that up. My basement would be a good spot, but it's not small, but it's just really not set up in such a way where I can have a table, a mic, and all that other crap. So we'll see. Okay. Okay, all right. Thanks, Zio. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, Chris, I don't know, dude. I don't know if they're gonna do that.
What you say?
I think they'll play it, but I think it'll be a different version. I think it'll be a different version. So let's see here. Did anybody go to Richard's live stream earlier? Because I missed it. I was setting up. I just want to know how it was, because he always gives them pretty good. They always show some pretty good toys and stuff like that, or their action figures. I'm sure Chris was there. Actually, I don't know if he's interested. If Goji wants to join, but if you want to send him an invite, he's more than welcome to join. I know a lot of guys would probably like to see him. He's been out of the world for a couple of days, so. Who's all right? So why is Justice telling Jacob to suck it? Did I miss something there? Okay, so talk shoes kind of talk poo. That was good. That was very, very good. That was Toth Truck. Talk shoe was kind of talk food. That's good. I like that. That was funny. That was funny. You know what I think happened too, though? I think Talk Shoe was using my. I didn't set my settings up, and I think it was using my camera mic and not my this mic right here, which is a really good mic. I think I was using the wrong mic, so kind of it might have been my fault. I don't know. I'll have to play back the download and see. And do you think Godzilla will have awesome battle with Mutos? Yes, Baylor, I do. I think there'll be great battles. I'm hoping they're battles where he looks like he's actually going to die. Because I love Godzilla, but I don't want to see him over-dominate. I want to see him in real trouble. As they have a plan for Destroy All Monsters kind of movie. Brian's going to go apeshit on this one. Actually, for Sci-Fi, it's not Destroy... I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I do apologize. It's not an actual Destroy All Monsters sequel that he's hoping for. It's a Monster Island type thing he was thinking about. So it's actually Monster Island, not Destroy All Monsters. Poor Brian's been going crazy. He's been trying to get people to understand that, and they've been going nuts. But yeah, that's the whole Destroy All Monster thing. That's a rumor. If you want to read the actual quote that he made, you can go to IGN to watch the interview. Or you can go to Wiki and read the small excerpt that he made when he talks about Monster Island. So I just want to let you know that. Rob, will you be playing the new Alien game? I don't know. You know why? Because I love Aliens. I love Predators. I just don't love the games. And I know this one looks good. Is it out yet? When's it coming out? When's it coming out, Zach? If you can let me know. When's it coming out? I forget. Rob, what do you think about all the casting with Batman versus Superman? I'm fine with Ben Affleck. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I'm cool with that because I'm an older guy. I was around when they casted Michael Keaton as the first Batman, and people went apeshit then. He turned out to be fine. People went apeshit with Heath Ledger. He turned out to be fine. People are going apeshit with Ben Affleck. You know, Batman is not a hard role to play. Okay, let's just be honest. I don't want to offend any bad people out there, but let's just be real. How fucking hard is it to get behind a mask and say, I'm Batman? How hard is that? I'm Batman. And then when he's not playing Batman, all he has to do is play Ben Affleck. Handsome, rich dude. How hard? How hard can it be? To me, he should be able to nail it. As far as Eisenberg as Luthor, you know what? I like it. I like it because he plays a cocky prick bastard. I don't know if anyone has seen Now You See Me. He was a cocky prick bastard in that movie, and I think you need that for Lex. You know, and there were people I read on forums talking about his size, and I'm thinking to myself, when the hell did the size of Lex Luthor matter? Gene Hackman wasn't that big. Kevin Spacey's tall, so I don't see why his size has any relevance to do with the character. Lex Luthor is a human being. He is a genius villain that figures out ways to outthink and outwit Superman, not outmuscle him. So I don't think I like him. I like him as a cat. I think he's a good actor. I think he's going to be fine. Gail Gadot, jury's still out on that one. Pretty, she's tall, but jury's still out because I've only ever seen her in The Fast and the Furious, and while she was good eye candy, her acting skills left a lot to be desired. So the jury's still out on that. Do you even watch my videos, Rob? Jacob, I do, unfortunately. But Jacob, let's stop talking about you for a little while, okay? Every time you come to, I'm gonna shout you out right now because you're doing it to yourself. Stop coming on people's live streams or people's hangouts or whatever, talking about your stuff, forcing your videos down people's throats, okay? If you want subscribers, if you want genuine subscribers, and you want people to watch your videos, make quality content. Make relevant content. Learn how to do search engine optimization. Learn how to worry about what your subscribers think as opposed to when they're going to watch and when they're going to subscribe. Follow that formula, and I think you'll have fair success. Okay? All right. So
I steal Rob's videos.
Yeah, you stole one of my videos, and I got on you right away. Hey.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Well, it was I didn't complete. Well, right. I took most of the part of the video, but.
What did you do, Jacob? All right. Are you going to play Amnesia: The Dark Descent? Don't tread on me. I don't know. You know, there's so many games that I really want to pick and choose. Put it this way: I'm going to be playing games that I like. That's pretty much. You know, like I don't want to make it so that I'm playing games for the sake of, you know what, like Call of Duty. I like Call of Duty, but I'm not huge on Call of Duty. Like, you'll never see me do a Call of Duty video because, you know, I think some people out there, when they do Let's Play videos, they try to do Let's Play videos on the games that they think are going to get them the most hits. I don't want to do that because then it's not going to be fun. I don't want to sit there and make a 20-minute video about Call of Duty when I know that I'll have more fun making a 20-minute video about Final Fantasy or a 20-minute video playing Dark Souls or playing The Witcher, which was a lot of fun for me today. And for me, it's twofold. Number one, I get to finish and play these games that I normally don't have time to play because now I'm putting it within my video structure. And number two, you guys will see my reaction, how much fun I'm having playing it, and you get to see the game in and of itself. And it's going to be a true play. You know, I'm not going to sit here and try and teach you how to play the game. I'm not going to give you a walkthrough. The reason I'm doing it is because people like to see Let's Play videos in terms of what the game's quality looks like, maybe how the game looks, how the game plays, what the mechanics are. Because if I'm not having fun with something, or if I don't like the way it feels or how the controls are, I'm going to say it. Like today, when I was playing The Witcher, I had a glitch in one of my controls, and I shouted that out. So that way, at least people know when they come to see my Let's Play videos, it's not going to be a video where I'm trying to show you where to go and what to do. I'm not doing that. It's a fresh playthrough. In other words, it's not scripted. None of my stuff is scripted. It's not scripted. I didn't play that part through and then go back and play it again so I could set up my commentary. My commentary is as is. There's some videos out there that you notice they play through and they'll slip up and they'll make a comment about something that is about to happen, as opposed to making a comment about it as it's happening or right after it happens. I don't like to do that. When I do my videos, I like to try and be as fresh and honest as possible. And I've mentioned this before because I think people are smart. They can see through that kind of stuff. So the bad thing about my approach is that my approach is this pausing. I have a horrible thing that I do all the time. It drives me nuts. And if I try to think about not doing it, then it makes things worse. So I just decided just to be myself, go with the flow in every video I do. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean I won't be doing those kinds of games. It's just, but I can tell you right now, these are my plans for the Let's Play videos. I want to get through The Witcher before March. I want to, obviously, when episode 2 of The Walking Dead comes out, that's where I'm going to continue that series. When March comes out, you got Second Son, Dark Souls 2, Final Fantasy HD. Those are definitely 3 games I want to do. And that's that. That's pretty much it. Obviously, these games are long, but what I try to do is, you might see me do a 20-minute video of a game, but I've actually played it for like an hour and a half. I just cut out all the shit in between that you guys, like there was a part in The Witcher, I have actually 2 videos for The Witcher. I put one up today and I might put the other one up tonight. But there's a part in The Witcher today that took me 20 minutes to figure out. And there's no you sitting there for 20 minutes looking at me like an idiot running around in circles. Once I figured out what the thing is, I cut all that filter out. That's what cuts the videos down, because I don't want to make a Let's Play video that's 3 hours long. I want it to be no more than 20 to 25 minutes. I think that's reasonable because you get enough content, but we're going to see, because this is also a learning process for me. So, all right, I went off on a rant there. Not a rant, but, I kind of I talk too much. Okay, so I just want to catch up here. AVP on a PC back in the day. I do remember that game. I'm going back to Geomancer's comment, which I know was a little while ago. Going back to Tow Truck's comment, if this Godzilla film turns out to be a flop, should any American film studio be given another shot at another Godzilla reboot? Third time's the charm? I think so. 3 strikes and you're out. Best 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5? Yeah, I think they should get another shot. What do you think? What do you think, Josh? I gotta let you talk because I'm starting to get cotton mouth from fucking running my mouth so much.
What was the question again?
Tow Truck wants to know if this Godzilla film, if it turns out to be a flop, should any American film studio be given another shot at another Godzilla reboot?
No. I think it's done. I think.
So you don't think third time's a charm?
Me.
Okay, you were saying, Josh?
I think.
Uh-oh, I think Josh is about to get cut off.
Other companies.
You know what? I just almost got locked up because of the chat going nuts.
Alright, sorry, my computer froze.
Yeah, so did mine because of the chat flow. So go ahead, Josh. What you were saying?
So the thing is that I think Toho, I just think they lost faith. If this movie's a flop, I highly doubt it won't. You know what? If you look at 1998, the movie was successful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Toho didn't promote 1998. They didn't promote that movie at all. Now, look at this. Look at the new Godzilla movie that's coming out.
Yep.
You're having people who created it seem happy with it. Dude, they're promoting this movie. They promote it with a banner outside the theaters. I'm like, what else do you want? Like, they're happy with this. It's not just because it's 60th anniversary. I believe they're really happy with the outcome of this movie. I think they really worked with Legendary with this movie, and they're really happy. And they're happy with what they're going to do. And I think this movie, I think it's going to, I think new Godzilla movies going to come out. I think Legendary might, Toho might even make more Godzilla movies. If Toho makes more Godzilla movies, they would have.
Oh, we lost Josh. Josh has dropped off the planet. Okay, so now I'm catching up with the chat here. Okay, so don't tread. I saw the comment. That's kind of funny. About as long as his tail. Okay, let's just say that. Someone mentioned about how the trailer would end with Muto and Godzilla about to throw down. That would be awesome. That would be epic. That would be epic. So I'm just kind of catching up with you guys. Kyle Samora, I'm Batman. Yeah, you've had that logo since you joined my channel back on ODT. So you, my friend, are Batman. All right. Oh shit, Samora's fucking Batman. Yeah. All right, Godzilla versus Barney. Oh god. Oh, that's funny. Best movie ever. I told Jacob to suck because you owned him about talking in someone's videos. Yeah. I mean, gotta kind of just let that go. Now I become Barney, the Destroyer of Worlds. Oh man. Thoughts on Ernie's Unites Amazing Spider-Man 2 trailer? I love you. You love me. Oh god. Rob is funny. It's all Godzilla. I'm just catching up with you guys. Bear with me. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You hate me. And I'm gonna. Oh god. Oh, Jacob. I wish they had a mute button for chat. Actually, they do. What's Jacob's thing here? Let me see if I can just shut him up for a little while. Okay. Thanks, Rob, for the advice. I know. Let's see if you actually take it, because it's not the first time I've given it to you. Advice I'm talking about. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just catching up with your comments because they're like flying through my window right now. Welcome back, Joshua.
My bad.
You're having all sorts of technical difficulties today, huh?
What did I cut out? What was the last thing I said?
I don't know. You can start from the beginning. I don't care.
So, this is the thing. I'm going to talk about first about, if it's a flop. If it's a flop, will they make another one? If any other company will make another Godzilla movie? If this movie's a flop, I think for the Americans, I think that's it. Because, you tried 1998, and everyone criticized that. And then if you have 2014 as a terrible movie, it's like, it's really hard to believe another company were able to do that, even though Legendary is such one of the biggest movie companies out there. And it's kind of like, if Legendary can't do it, if they can't make a good Godzilla movie, like, which other company can do that? For me, I think this is our last chance. I think this is the franchise's last chance to, do something. I believe that maybe after this movie, if it's a flop, I think the franchise might die. Like, we'll still be fans and everything.
I wouldn't go that far.
I think we'll still be fans and still be great fans and everything, but I just think the movies, the Godzilla movies might, they might stop. But as Toho, I think if this movie's successful, most likely it will. You don't see, in 1998, Toho didn't promote 1998 at all. If you look at now of this movie, you can see that Toho is really, impressed what they're doing with this movie. They're even promoting this movie themselves. Even though it's 60th anniversary, they're still even promoting it. and it's not even their movie. And that's what a lot of people are impressed with, that they're even promoting not their movie, and they feel, you know, um, they feel impressed. I just think that if Legendary is success, I think Toho would have to step up their game. I think that they can't do cheesy movies anymore. I think they would have to make it realistic. Well, it doesn't have to be realistic. It has to be serious. It can't be Revenge of Godzilla or maybe Final Wars. I think they would have to step up their game and make it even better than they ever done. That's what I think.
Okay. All right. Well, that's an interesting. I don't know if I go as far as saying that it'll be dead, but yeah, I mean that's a little extreme. But who knows? I mean, you could be right. You know. Oh God.
Well, now,
Oh, it's an e-cig. Yep, it's an e-cig. Just so you guys know, which is similar to a hookah. Just I don't have a big pipe on my table and stuff like that. If Legendary fucks this up, America will never get another. Yeah, that could be true. They may never get another chance. So, Josh, since you were absent for most of the live stream and talk show and all that, is there any particular topic you want to bring up?
any big topics? Well, I really want, I want people to really get in detail what they want to see in the trailer. Well, we kind of know what everyone wants to see. What they expect to see in the trailer. Like, really good detail what they expect. Like, this is like, I'm not talking about teaser, another teaser. I'm talking about the official, trailer. With the official trailer, they're going to show plot. They kind of have to. I think this is the trailer that's going to make people want to go and see the movie. And I think we should discuss what are the things.
Yes, Chris, I did.
We should really discuss what do we think really going to show in the trailer. This trailer is going to be everything they have to offer. I think a lot of official, like Spider-Man did. Spider-Man was the official trailer. It revealed a lot of plot because it was the official trailer. If it was a teaser, it would be something different.
Yeah.
But, with the Godzilla trailer, I really expect them. They're going to. I 100% feel they're going to reveal a monster. They're going to review the mutual organization. Maybe a glimpse of them, but not too much. I think they kind of have to because people don't know about them. I think they have to. They kind of have to put a lot of destruction scenes in there. I think they kind of have to show plot, more dialogue, not just quick clips, because the quick clips keep you guessing. You're like, why is he doing that? What's up with that? With the official trailer, you kind of know what's going on. You know the story. You know what this movie is really going to be about, but you don't know how they're going to do it. I think we will finally see the official look of Godzilla. I think we'll see the creature. I know a lot of people don't believe that. I don't think they're going to show it. I think they kind of have to. I think they kind of need to let people know this is not just humans in Godzilla. This is creatures. I can see in the new trailer that you kind of see scientific arrogance, maybe a nuclear meltdown. And then you see maybe Godzilla awake. And then you see some other creations being created by man. And then something bad happens, and then you see quick clips of other scenes in the movie, and then they show Godzilla walking, and maybe a little bit fight scene of Godzilla and the creature, or maybe just them having a stare down or something. I think they will reveal a lot in this trailer that we haven't seen because it's the official trailer, and that's what trailers do. They kind of reveal a lot of plot, or the main plot. And I think this trailer is basically saying, this is why I want you to go see the movie. This is them convincing me why I want to go see Godzilla. And not just Godzilla fans, any moviegoers who want to go see a movie.
All right. Hey Josh, can you send Chris a link to the hangout live stream. He's gonna
He,
join.
he said he wants to join.
Yeah. All right. So let me
Okay.
just scroll up here and get some of you guys. Rob, have you read the NES Godzilla creepypasta? I love it. It's a great horror story. No, I haven't. I've heard of creepypasta. I still don't know exactly 100% what creepypasta is. So I'm gonna have to look into that. I've heard,
Oh, he messaged me. Okay.
I've heard quite a few people talk about it.
The thing is, I just want to let you know, the people who have been asking me for the source about where I got the info from, I actually posted it. I did.
Never trust Josh. Josh, don't tell anybody. This is a source. And he goes and makes a video.
The reason why I did this is 'cause I was thinking, there's people like, you just don't believe Josh, whatever, and I was like, and I was talking to the person, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna make an article about, straighten things out, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do the source because this person basically said we're gonna release the date the 7th and then the 14th, and when I talked to them, they said, oh, I don't believe it's gonna be released on the 14th. I'm thinking, dude, you just kind of revealed that to you, and he told me, why don't you just make an update on your article? And he's like, I know people want to think I'm bullcrap. I'm like,
Well,
and I was like, what?
No matter what he says, I think he's full of shit.
And I'm like, dude, I don't know what to say. I was like, dude, I'm just going to reveal everything because it's just, dude, you just messed with everybody's head. You hyped everyone up.
See, the only bad thing with that, Josh, is now you kind of put yourself in the light. So if it doesn't come to pass, oh boy, Josh is going to have a bullshit video all for his own.
Yeah, I'll have my own video. So guys,
but to be fair, Josh, if it turns out to be true, I'll be the first one to praise you. No official word on the Godzilla trailer. Nope. Super Lex. I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna call you Super. Okay. Super Lex. Yeah. No trailer news. The 14th seems to be the rumored release, but I don't buy it. Hey, welcome everybody. Chris to the live stream. Chris, buddy, how you feeling?
What's up, guys? Oh, it feels like it's been forever, actually. It's only been 2 days.
When you're doing it on a daily basis, I feel almost wrong if I pick a day without doing a video.
Yeah. No, it's
So I know how you feel.
It's been feeling really weird, not doing anything. But no.
Doing a little better today?
Yeah, it's getting a little bit better. I'm hoping to get, back in really soon, but just got to make sure everything's going to be working, so.
No, I hear you. Well, obviously everybody's going to be here when you get back, so.
Yeah, the amount of support on that last video has been incredible. It makes me feel tremendously great that I have all you guys backing me up for this. It helps me, continue to keep going. So
I got you. I
thank you guys a lot. And I guess some of you who are watching, I bet you've left a comment saying all, stuff like that. So I have, when I do come back, I have a really fun idea. I think it's going to be really cool for a comeback video. So.
All right.
But awesome.
My comeback video was intense.
Your comeback video happened in under 24 hours.
I had a rant. I was flipping out.
No, I really do want to come back like tomorrow, but just gotta make sure things are working out.
Yeah, you gotta take care of that stuff first. It's priorities. It's the good thing is that you're planning a comeback video, so at least that guarantees you're coming back. So
I hope that was in the message. It wasn't a quit. Like I wasn't, quitting. I just needed a break, and I just, I didn't want to make an estimate like, oh, I'll be gone for a week or something, because I didn't want people being like let down if they were expecting me to come back at this point. So I just kind of left it open for whenever I do end up coming back. But
right. Did you happen to stop by ESO's live stream? Is it still going on?
It is, yeah.
It is?
I watched it for like the first hour, but it was a lot of Bandai Japan stuff, and I I'm just not in that. Like, I don't know much about Bandai Japan and like collecting and stuff. I only have like 5 figures, so I wasn't really interested in it because they weren't talking about stuff that I'm currently like into. So
Yeah, like the X Plus and all that.
yeah, like if it was X Plus, that'd be cool. But I mean, heck, even Rich would probably invite me to join it now. But yeah, but the Bandai Japan stuff I can't keep up because like I just never grew up with it. I mean, with me it's Bandai Creation because that's the only thing that was readily available for me when I was little. So and Treadmasters, but
Right.
I can't wait. May. I'm gonna get track. I'm forced. I'm talking about. I'm like, I don't care what you say. We're getting the 43-inch Godzilla. I don't care.
Well, yeah, that's actually something that I've been questioning. Like a lot of the figures and all the merchandise that's coming out of 2014, I'm confused of like, when is all of like, is it gonna be readily available like in toy stores everywhere? Because
It said retail. It said the biggest retail stores. Usually,
so like
biggest
Walmart,
retail stores.
Target, Toys R Us.
Yeah,
Because
basically,
I see a lot of Amazing Spider-Man stuff and X-Men stuff and Avengers stuff, and I understand it, but the fact that this is an American film, but I'm worried because Pacific Rim was also by Legendary and Warner Brothers, yet the figures were you couldn't find them anywhere. You'd have to go to a comic book shop or you have to do a pre-order crap that like is doing with X Plus now. I mean, it's not like you can walk into Walmart, go to the toy section, and find a figure. So that's what I'm wondering, like, because I'm worried, like, do I need to pre-order shit?
Right now, you
don't
can't
know.
pre-order it. Yeah, right now, you can't pre-order it. I try to look it up, and there's nothing yet.
Well, I mean, just like on everything that's been, but that's on there. Like, if you go to Entertainment Earth,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
crap ton
Yeah.
of 2014 stuff up ready to pre-order, and I'm just wondering, because I don't have the money right now to get all that, and is that going to be available in stores so that, and is it also going to be, like, is it not just going to go out of, like, what is it, are they going to become rare, like, instantly, like every other Godzilla thing is nowadays, or is it actually going to be something, because I still see Amazing Spider-Man 1 toys and merchandise, and that movie was out, that came out in 2012, so it's like, is that going to be the same for this, or is it just because it's Godzilla, it's not? Because I remember Walmart had a statement saying the reason why they don't carry Bandai Creation figures is because Godzilla's not popular enough. There's not a market for it. So I'm just worried. I'm like, is it just popping up? And then the 43-inch figure, like 43 inches. Is that serious? Because
That's
a freaking 30 centimeter X Plus figure, which is already huge, that's 12 inches.
Yeah.
So 43 freaking inches.
Yeah. I
Like,
look it up. They said 40. I'm
what?
like 43. I'm like, are you serious? And
Like,
there's an
'cause
article about it.
I thought maybe I read it wrong. Was it like 43 centimeters? Because the gigantic GMKX Plus figure is around like 40 centimeters. But no, 43 inches. I'm thinking, that is how the like. What? Like, how is that even, like, where are they going to sell that thing? I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but,
in a warehouse.
so that's just weird. I don't know.
It comes
but
out in May, so
I'm going to try and, I want to try and get as much merchandise from this film as I can. I mean, what I really want to do is I want to focus on getting the Blu-ray, the soundtrack. I want to get those first. I mean, not first, because obviously the toys will be out first before the Blu-ray comes out. But I just want to make sure I get the media stuff first, or like the main priority. Because I looked at the figures, and I think we were talking about the one that was leaked, that new one, or the latest one that was leaked. It looks like shit.
Oh.
I hate that. I'm sorry for anybody out there who is like excited about that figure. It looks like shit. I mean, I don't know who's making it, if it's Bandai or NECA or whoever the hell is making it. They need to go back and like change some things on that figure, because it just does not look good. I mean, maybe it's because I'm like used to X Plus now, so I'm like I like maybe I'm just a little bit more standard, like, oh, I need it to be this kind of quality, but, I mean, good grief, even my Final Wars Bandai Creation figure looks better than this thing that's there. So, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about the figures. And there seems to be a baby crying in the background.
My son, Josh knows this. This is the time my son wakes up. He usually either poops his pants or he wants a bottle. And we've been giving him some tough training. So, like, this is his one-shot deal. I usually just let him cry for like an hour or two, and he falls asleep. So this is School of Hard Knocks for me, but Mama's here, so Mama's gonna take care of it. So, but I just want to get to some of the comments here in the chat here. So, let's see here. What did I miss? All right. So, wow, these things pop up fast.
Yeah, they do.
Oh. Jeez. All right. So, blah blah blah. Because we'll be legendary. I hope so, Baylor. Okay, yeah, I went too far now because I saw one of your comments, Chris. Check. Okay. Past that. Okay. Now I'm caught up. Here we go. This is where I left off.
leaked.
So Zachary's like, I want a scene of all the tanks and missile launchers and soldiers going into the city to fight the monsters. Yeah, that's a classic Toho scene. You see that all the time. Tanks, especially tanks. Tanks get owned. Like every kaiju movie I've ever seen. Like when I was watching the Gamera trilogy, I kept telling myself, why send in tanks? They're just gonna get owned. So yeah.
Anyways, Rob, what did you think about that scene where Gamera comes in and like kills that last Gauss where his eyeballs sticking out and hanging? I'm like,
that trilogy is so good.
Yeah.
So good. Worked 11 hours. Wow, Zio. Yeah, man, that's rough. Cosmore, Rob, when will you make a T-shirt?
2,000 subscribers.
Yeah, thank you for answering for me, Josh. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Josh is my voice when I have none. Okay. All right.
We talk all the time. It's like I know it.
I actually there's a guy, a gentleman on the Nation group page. His name is The Kid Legacy. He does incredible art. So I told him that I would like to make a shirt for my 2,000 subscriber, I guess, celebration. So I don't know if I'm gonna have a celebration. I don't think I'm gonna do a live stream. I might just do the shirt. I kind of want to space out the celebration. I don't want to do one every 1,000. I think my next celebration, big time, would be like 5,000, and then maybe 10, and then 50. If we ever get that far. Yeah. But I do want to do a T-shirt because these guys. I mean, Chris got a great design for his T-shirt. Vicious T-shirt's nice. So I said, I want to do a T-shirt.
Don't do Spreadshirt. Don't
do Spreadshirt. Okay, so I got the heads up. So this
terrible service.
Yeah. I mean, that's the key too, is finding a good service. But this guy I'm talking about, the Kid Legacy, does incredible artwork. Oh, yeah. He posted a picture of a lion that he drew, and my God, the detail was incredible. So I sent him a message, and I told him that I'd like to get a little update on the logo, and I'd be happy to pay him for his services, and he's actually working on it. So I haven't seen a picture yet because I only asked him a couple of days ago, and I don't want to rush him. But I'm going to send him a message soon because right now, as it stands, I mean, I'm at like 1720, and it's been moving up steadily. I mean, you guys have done obviously a wonderful job getting involved in the channel, and I'm sure some of you are sharing it, and I appreciate that. But it's got a nice gradual growth, which is good, because I don't know if I could ever be one of those overnighters. Like 1 minute I have 1,000 subscribers, and I wake up next morning and there's 1 million. I couldn't handle that. I think
that would be pretty crazy.
I don't think I could ever. I would love if my channel grows, if it ever grows as far as some others or as Goji's or whatever. I want it to be gradual. I don't want it to be like. I don't want to go from like 1,000 to 10,000. I just couldn't handle that. That's too much. Because I like to have some sort of relationship with you guys. I think it's fair. Because in my eyes, I try to look at things from your perspective. So if you're taking time out to watch my videos, then I find that it's good to have a conversation with you guys, do these live streams and talk to you guys, reply to you in the comments, have a group on Facebook so that way I have another way of talking to you guys. That's why I did the talk show tonight, to try and have another way to talk to you guys, because it's a lot easier than just you watch a video, you make a comment, and then I either comment that day or 2 or 3 days later. So
Yeah.
and then of course trying to make my content better. Some of my videos you see, like I get the little backgrounds with the screens and all that, and I don't do that all the time because it takes so long to render those videos.
Yeah.
Because those backgrounds are made in 1080. Put it this way: when I put it into the editor, the background alone is anywhere between 500 megs and almost 2 gigs. And then you throw in the pictures, you throw in the videos, you throw in my video. Next thing you know, I had one video that I wanted to upload. It took me an hour and a half to render that one video.
Wow.
So I make sure that I use those kinds of backdrops for videos that really, really like big time, videos that I really want to focus on, and I want it to look really good because it's an important topic or whatever. So, but yeah, that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
I think the 14th is a reasonable time, but make it released at night or morning so girls don't get mad at their boyfriends. I like that. That's from Marcus too.
Actually, the whole like trying to figure out when the next trailer is gonna come out. I've been like getting such a headache over this crap. Like I'm so tired of. Oh, it's the 7th. Oh, no. It's going to be the 14th. Oh, wait, bring it back down. The 12th. You know what? I'm just going to make maybe I'll put a post on my Facebook and just say, February 17th.
February 30th.
There we go. That's when it's going to come out.
February 29th on the leap year.
I'm so sick, and like I've never followed a movie or really followed anything that has had so much rumors, speculation.
Oh my god! I said the exact same thing. Yep.
Yeah, it drives me crazy, and the fact that it has to be the /1 thing I like, the fandom, the thing that it bothers me so much because, like, and the thing that really got me going was when Godzilla/movies.com or whatever. That place, by the way, I'm getting real sick and tired of. I'm calling them out. I don't care if they're watching right now because I'm sick and tired of the way that they're doing their stuff. They are constantly posting fan-made stuff, and they're making it sound like it's official. I'm
that is
so
true.
sick
That
and
is
tired
true.
of it.
Like that nice sculpture, which was a nice sculpture.
That thing. That was the thing that got me all set off, was that they said, oh, there'll be a little surprise tomorrow. And I got like excited because I'm like, well, that sculpt or that figure definitely looks like 2014. And I'm thinking, what is that thing that's wrapped around his arm? I'm thinking, Biollante, and it's like the first thing that came. That's what a lot of people were saying. I was looking at the comments. It was nothing but Biollante. I'm thinking, well, like, this is very interesting. Are they going to do, like, a Muto spiritual successor to Biollante and stuff like that?
Yeah, I saw you got caught in. I see you post something. I'm like, Chris, I think Chris got caught in, man.
Yeah, I got caught in because I got freaking reeled in again. And then it comes out, I get a post on my Facebook saying that, oh, it's this guy on DeviantArt. And I'm thinking, I'm like, and I was like, oh my god, I got reeled in again. And then the next day happened, and they're just like, oh look, it's a fan-made sculpt, and I'm like, whoop-de-fucking-do! You were promising something that was like gonna be epic. Like, was it gonna be a reveal of Muto or something? And all of a sudden it's like, oh, it was just a fan sculpture. It's like, look, that fan sculpture was great, okay? To that artist, great job. But that site did not credit the DeviantArt person until much later. And that's actually another thing that bugs me. They take all these fan things, and sometimes they don't even credit the artist. So it's like, don't even do it. Stop doing it. And I actually got in a little fight with the Facebook page because I put a post saying stop posting fucking fan-made stuff and making it sound like it's a official thing.
Yeah.
And then they replied back to me saying, well, we never said that we're an official site. I'm like, you guys call yourselves Godzilla 2014. Where else are we supposed to go for official news? You guys are saying all the time that come to us for official news. Come to our site to learn new things about the film. It's like, no, rename it. Say Godzilla 2014 fan site or something, or like pictures for like all this fan stuff. Like don't make yourself seem like you're an official or that you're affiliated with Legendary or Warner Brothers or anything like that. I'm like, oh, I'm so sick and tired of that stuff. Stop buying. You guys got to stop buying into this, because I also get a bunch of emails of people coming in and saying, hey, have you seen this? And I'm like, that's not real, or that's just fan-made. You guys got to stop buying into this stuff. And as far as I'm concerned, I just want to see the movie. Just, I don't even care if we don't get another trailer. I just want to see the damn movie. Honestly, I don't care. I just want to see the movie. That's just...
I'm over here smiling because while you were talking, the comments just bolstered up, and some of the stuff people were saying here are funny. And just to concur what you're saying, I 100% agree with you, because even though recently I gave Chris Picard from Godzilla/movies.com some praise for what he did get, that particular topic you're talking about, the exact same thing I was saying, because he made a post showing little edges of the picture saying, guess what we're going to announce tomorrow? And I'm like, and I knew right there it's bullshit. And I'm thinking to myself, why are you making this sound bigger than what it is? All it is fan art.
It is.
Don't get me wrong, it's good fan art. The guy who did it did a marvelous job.
Yeah.
Why are you making it bigger than it is? Why don't you just say, hey, we're posting some nice fan art tomorrow. Come by and check it out. That's it. Yeah, keep it simple. Don't go out there and try to make it seem bigger than it is, because you're gonna. And I shoot from the hip. I don't have any hair on my tongue. And I told Chris Picard the other day on Facebook. I said, look, I've been slamming you hard, but fair is fair. Congratulations on the footage that you got. But for the most part, let's be honest. For the most part, his site, and it's not all his fault. Just to be fair, it's not, he's got some bad trolls there. That site's got some horrible trolls, and that's one of the reasons why I don't do a site. When I first started E.T., I had a blog, a WordPress blog, and I stopped it right away because I was getting trolls, and it was kind of hard to swing both. I feel better about doing video logs or vlogs, because if somebody trolls a dumbass comment, I can just delete it.
Yeah, well,
right away.
They got to get some kind of approval system then. If someone wants to post something, because with my website, if it comes to like something that I'm not sure of, I can actually look into it and see if it's a troll or not, and just cancel the post, and they can't post anything. Like, I have full 100% control of my website. It seems like this guy doesn't. Like, he doesn't have this approval system or something. He really needs to put like a block of like, okay, you submitted your let's say forum post, and then it goes to him, and he can look at it and approve it or decline it. Like, I think that's what he should probably do if he's getting so many trolls.
The thing with his, it does have an approval. It's like, I used to be approved all the time. It's like, if you are like first in websites that post in forums, you would have to get approval just because of spam. But if you're like, if you make like 30 posts or like 50 posts before, he doesn't have to approve it no more. They don't have to approve it no more. It'll automatically go there. And I think that's what's happening, is that after that, like maybe 3 posts or 4 posts, he doesn't have to approve it no more. And that's how it all went all on his website.
Yeah, well, I mean, also the leaked footage that, like, what is it, like 5 seconds of Godzilla going through dust or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get the big hoopla about it. I don't get it. Why is everyone freaking out about it? It doesn't show anything. And there was something that I read. I don't know if it's like, I don't have a source, so.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna step out for a quick minute.
All right. But there was something that I heard, and they were saying that footage isn't even gonna be in the next trailer. And I'm thinking, so why are people like? In my opinion on those 2 leaked clips, they're not interesting. Like it's just Godzilla walking, and it's dusty. I mean, that's like, okay, that it doesn't show me anything. So I don't get the whole, oh, it's a new clip, but it's like it's boring. It doesn't even show anything. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a crappy mood all the time now. So I don't
The only
know.
thing I liked about it, I liked it personally. A couple reasons why. For me, it showed a lot. Even though it was 5 seconds, it showed the destruction in the movie. It looks, you can see total destruction. You can barely see cities from the picture they showed. You can see buildings, but they're collapsing, which I love. In the trailer, you can see Godzilla spikes. You can see him bending down, but in the trailer, you can see him standing up, which, I didn't know if he was bending, that's his official design.
Yeah.
I liked his spikes. Spikes look pretty cool.
Yeah, we actually did get a better silhouette of his spikes.
Yeah.
One thing.
He walked pretty well. He walked like a Godzilla. That's what I liked about it. You could barely see it, but you could see him walking a little. What I like the face. The face looked pretty okay. Nothing. His neck is not bad.
That's the thing though. He's covered in dust. I mean,
All you can see is a shadow of him. You only can see the shape, which it's something. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd rather get
I know what you mean.
something more. I mean, the thing I don't understand is just the response from people that they were going crazy over this, and I don't see the hype for these two clips. I mean, they're cool, but they're nothing to shit your pants over. I mean, my jaw didn't drop when I saw them. I'm just like, because I was expecting something really, interesting when I heard about the news, and I clicked on the video and stuff, and all it was that, and I'm just like, I kind of felt like, oh, okay, that was really it. Oh, all right, whatever.
The reasons why those were deleted from the trailer, it was because they deleted them because the filmmakers declined the trailer. So what they wanted to do is get better and clearer shots of Godzilla. Basically, he got that detail from the guy who gave that to him. So,
Meta said, don't worry, Goji fan, the internet makes you a cynical bastard.
I just wanted to...
It's true. It's true. I am a cynical bat when it comes to this kind of stuff,
Something a couple of guys said regarding the show I wanted to get to, and it's interesting you bring it up because I want to get everybody's opinion. When I make this shirt, do you guys want it to say what's your source, or do you guys want it to say bullshit? Because that seems to more or less be the theme of my channel.
I think what's your source is more of your tagline.
Yeah, that seems to be my
and more people could wear it out in public because if you have a shirt that's called bullshit on it, you can't wear that to school. So
that's true. E.T.N, keep up the awesome work. I gotta go. All right, Jacob Leader, take it easy, buddy. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. And wow, look at that spike. Okay. Yeah, I try not to saturate too many live streams because I don't know. I don't know why. I think once every month or so is pretty good. But I'll let you. You guys, like I said, you guys tell me what you want, and I'll do the best I can to deliver because I'm here to do these things and for you guys' pleasure. And, hey, even that damn video where I'm dancing, you want to know something? I did that for Brian Crockett. Brian Crockett had been bothering me for a while about doing a twerk video, so I did it. Hey, I put myself out there. I don't care. I have tough skin, so if somebody comes out and says something dumb like, oh, you fat fuck dancing or whatever, that shit don't bother me.
I don't think I've seen that. Can you give me a link?
You haven't seen that? Yeah, it's my post-game Super Bowl show. Some people weren't satisfied with Bruno Mars, so I made a Super Bowl show.
That's why I didn't watch it because I have no interest in football.
Super Bowl, that's right.
That's why I didn't watch it. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll put the link on the chat here, and you can check it out whenever you want. on.
I'll have to look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I'm surprised. I was waiting for a lot of trolls to hit me up.
So you got on that twerk bandwagon, huh?
I did. You know what? Yes, I did. I'm not going to tell you what the song is or what the group was. I'm just going to give you the link and let you see.
Don't even think about it, people. I'm not doing it. I don't do that. I don't.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nuts sometimes. So
my wife
could put it this way. My wife was so shocked that I did it that she actually made a comment in the yeah. My wife said, "That's my husband," and I thought it was funny. I saw my wife's comment. I was dying. It was hilarious. So
you're yes, hon.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, honey. She died laughing when she saw it. She couldn't believe it. Yep.
Oh man.
I pretty much more or less have no fear.
Yeah, I'll watch it now and you'll get my response.
All right. Okay.
Hey guys.
I'll just turn that down.
All right. So Goji, Chris is gonna watch my twerk video. So let's see what he has to say about that.
Ooh, delicious.
All right, let's see.
Ooh, delicious. The song.
Hey Kaijuzilla, what's your stream gonna be about? So I do work tomorrow from 5 to 9. It's a short shift, but it's at night.
Rob is the man.
Oh my
my gosh, this needs to go viral. I'm telling you.
Oh god, actually it doesn't need to go viral. And I'm glad it hasn't.
Oh.
I don't think I need 10 million people. You fat fuck!
Oh god, there you go. There you go. Oh, there you go.
Oh boy.
You have some balls, man. I could never do that.
Yeah, I do have some. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey Josh, Marcus Tudrick says hi.
How you doing, sir?
You look like you're having a lot of fun.
It was fun because I knew I kept thinking to myself, people are gonna go nuts when they see this. Either they're gonna die laughing or they're gonna tell me to take it down.
Damien's posting a special
Someone's
report.
gotta make a GIF or something.
What was that?
Someone's gotta make a GIF.
Yeah, somebody did already.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I think it was Garrett Miller. Garrett Miller's here. He just popped up. Yeah, he showed it to me on the Nation.
Oh my god, you're wearing the
page.
mask.
Oh, you like that, right? That was a good touch. Hey, Kenny, what's up? Hey, better late than never, brother. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
I could watch this all day. Yeah, this definitely made my day. Yeah.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
It's catchy. At least the music's good.
Yeah.
It's better than the other twerk music that's out there.
yeah, I had to go back to my roots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and that's what I'm saying, Garrett. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, and my logo's probably going to look different because, actually, Garrett, you're on the fan group. Remember the Kid Legacy when he put up that picture of the lion? So I asked him to work on my the art for the shirt. So I'm expecting it to look pretty good because that guy's got some skills.
You got a lot of dance moves.
Yeah, well, I had to edit that. I ran out of gas the first 30 seconds. So I did it about 4 times after I caught my breath, and then I just edited it together. I don't really have that much stamina. I'm too big.
That was pretty good. That was awesome. Oh, gosh.
I'm too big.
Oh.
I was supposed to see you at the Super Bowl, too.
I've also just been watching Godzilla movies because, you know, not doing the channel, I have a little bit extra spare time. So now I'm like,
you have to get your fix, right?
Just watching some Godzilla. And it's interesting because I'm trying to really focus on watching these movies, especially because 2014 is coming up, and well, the movie 2014 is coming up, and I'm looking at the movies as not just a Godzilla film, but as a film in general, and how good like character development is and storyline in general. So like, and I've been watching them, at least the ones that I can, Japanese audio with English subtitles. And the thing is now that when I watch a Godzilla film, I cannot stand the dubbing, the English dubbing on it. Like
it's rough.
the King Kong versus Godzilla DVD that I have, it doesn't have Japanese audio with it. It is. I was cringing the whole time there was human scenes. I was like, oh my god, this is like terrible, terrible, terrible. And I actually am watching Raids again. I never really liked that film, but watching it the other night with just like watching it like really focusing on the movie, like not trying to fall asleep during the human parts and not just trying to be there for the monster fight, but like watching the movie as a movie. It actually wasn't that bad. It's actually better than I remember it being. So, I've gotten up to Invasion. I just finished Invasion of the Astro Monsters. So, sadly, next up is Sea Monster, which I'm not excited about.
Oh, I hate that fucking movie so bad.
Yeah, I hope it has Japanese audio because I will not be able to stand through watching that thing in English dubbed. It's weird. I mean, I cannot listen to English dub now because it also messes with me when I'm watching the film. Like, there's a lot of added sound effects on English dub, probably because they had to mute the original video footage and then have to add like new like footsteps and stuff. It's so off that I need to hear that original audio so that it's like
true.
It's weird, and I get that with Ultra 7, by the way. I'm trying to get through that, and I will do a review when I do end up finishing the series, but so far, I don't like it, actually. And the audio is just completely, it is the English, or the original Japanese audio, but for some reason the footsteps still feel fake. Like, the sound effects, but they sound fake. And I'm like, it really throws me off when sound effects are added in on it. It's just weird. I gotta watch it with Japanese audio.
It's completely out of sync.
Yeah, so
I totally agree with you, 100%.
Yeah, I'm kind of having a new love for these films, watching them again with more of a focus on the actual film rather than just being like, oh, can't wait for the Godzilla to show up. So it's actually really interesting. Like the very original, I have way more love for now, because of really like watching the movie from beginning to end, no skipping, no anything like that, and it like I have a newfound love for the first film. Like it is a masterpiece.
It is really good. Do you have it on Blu-ray?
No, I don't. But I have that it was, what is it? Not the Criterion Collection one, but it was an older release during when they were doing like those silver DVDs. They were like silver, and they had the Japanese version and English version.
Right.
I have that one from Gojira. It's like a black case, and you open it up, and it has 2 discs. And I think it's Classic Media.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really good quality though, especially for like a not a 50s film. On my TV, it looked really good, so I was actually really surprised. But I still need to get that Godzilla on Blu-ray though. That came out recently. I really gotta get that.
I got the. My wife bought me Gojira on Blu-ray for Christmas. That one only has Japanese on it. There's no English at all.
Oh, so she got you the Toho Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she hooked it up. My wife is awesome. She's not into that. She's gonna go see Godzilla because she loves me. But I'm pretty sure she'll like the movie. I would think that she would. I think she would enjoy it.
Yeah, well, a lot of non-Godzilla fans are liking it. So I mean, I just was recently with my friends here in hometown, and I was asking them about it, and they're not Godzilla fans whatsoever. They kind of think they're on that bandwagon of it's kind of silly, cheesy, fake looking.
Yeah.
But they respect me. They don't make fun of me like random people do. But I told them about the trailer. I was like, have you guys seen the new trailer? And they're like, yeah, it looks really good actually. I'm like, oh, cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean this one obviously they're going a totally different direction. So, I think I think it's going to be good for a lot of people who are not hardcore fans that are going to go see the movie because it looks cool and that this and that, and obviously the notable characters like Bryan Cranston, Julia Binoche, and all those guys. And I think they'll pull a lot of Godzilla fans out of this. It's going to be interesting to see the bandwagon jumpers who are gonna jump on the bandwagon for the first time and claim to be a Godzilla fan from
Yeah.
like way back when. I can't wait
Yeah.
to see those guys. That's gonna be fun. And then
Well,
the elitist people,
Yeah.
elitist fans, who are going to come out and trash the movie
Yeah.
because they're still sucking on the old Godzilla 54 teat.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
taking some lines from my recent videos, sucking on the teat.
Zombie fan 12345 said that Goji fan, you said you were taking a break. Yes, I am taking a break. I haven't done anything on my channel, but doesn't mean I can't talk.
Yeah, we forced him on here, really. It's, so we
So
kind of.
I told him I'll take his knife.
Yeah, no, I meant taking a break as in making my videos. Like, I still love to talk. It's just I just don't have the inspiration right now for anything. That's what I meant by taking a break. But I still respond to some comments and all that stuff. So it's not like I'm completely dead to the world. So, and also, Mr. Smiley says, "Hey Goji, are you going to watch the 1998 version?" Yes, I will.
I will. I think I should watch that movie again.
I'm gonna watch it after Godzilla versus Destroyer. Of course. I see no problem in it. Because then I'll watch that, and then when I watch Godzilla 2000, it'll be sweet. Because it'll be like how we experienced it, a breath of fresh air.
Oh yeah.
So.
So first of all, if you guys are listening, you guys hear my kid crying, just bear with me. He's having a rough time going to sleep, and we're taking him to the School of Hard Knocks, so he could be crying for a while. So I do apologize for that. So let's see here. How do you think the media will react to Godzilla? I think there's going to be parts of the media that are going to trash it, no matter what.
Probably.
Because they just, it's the whole. I don't even want to get into that, but the media, I think, is going to trash it. My opinion.
Yeah, because I remember Godzilla. Wasn't he from the 70s?
Yeah. Hey, isn't that a guy in a rubber suit?
Yep.
Don't Tread on Me wants to know if my wife has a YouTube profile. Why do you want to know that? Why do you want to know anything about my wife? My wife should not even be coming up in these conversations. But to answer that question, she does not. So she only made that brief profile so she could comment on my twerk video. She was so surprised when she saw it. Oh boy, some funny shit. All right, so hey Goji. Oh yeah, you already answered that. Oh, here they go. Find out. Hey Rob, have you seen Monsters? I've tried to see Monsters several times.
He fell asleep.
And there goes my conscience again. Have you seen it, Josh?
I've also seen it.
Josh, have you seen Monsters?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, well, why don't you tell us about it?
All right,
Give us a review, a live stream review of Gareth Edwards' Monsters by Joshua Hopkins. Go. All right, that's enough. All right, so I'm just funny. Go ahead, let's hear a review.
So, what the movie talks, I forget where it takes place.
Oh, this is a good start to a review.
Mexico. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but I know what it's about. So basically, there's they're basically aliens from outer space. These monsters are from outer space, and they basically live on Earth, and they have to deal with that. The humans have to deal with that, and there's like quarantine stuff, the stuff you can't go through, like some areas, and then the group, the guy who's a reporter, needs to protect the mayor's daughter, which she is supposed to get married, but you can see through the movie that she doesn't want to get married. Simply to go through this whole thing trying to reach another state without getting killed. These monsters, you really don't see too much of them through the movie. You only see the whole reveal of them at the end of the movie. It's kind of a love story, you can tell. It's a really interesting movie because I actually cared about them. like in a sense, like I didn't want them to die because I cared about them and.
Whoa, time out. Don't spoil it, because I do plan on watching it.
Yeah, I'll go back. You're gonna fall asleep again.
That's not the point.
I know. I don't want to spoil the whole
The point
movie,
is, in case I don't fall asleep, do not spoil. Okay, the review stops there. All right. So let's rate Joshua's review of the monsters. I know I cut him off, but from what he did give us, is that an accurate depiction of the movie? How do you guys approve from a scale of 1 to 10? Please rate Joshua Hopkins' review, because I think these are the kind of things he needs to do more of on his channel, other than putting up bullshit information about a Godzilla trailer.
There are probably some details that he missed. I can't remember that film too. I mean, I didn't fall asleep through it. I did manage to watch it all the way, but I don't remember a single fucking thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm not a big ambassador for the movie. You know, it's funny because as much as I praise the whole Gareth Edwards and I like the way he's going with this movie, I think people assume that A, that I've seen that movie, and B, that I like it.
yeah.
It's not that I don't like it, and it's not that I haven't tried to watch it. But, you know, as you hear my son crying in the background, obviously. Well, on my days off, I'm with my kids all day. That's why a lot of times you guys see me active at night, because my kids are asleep, my wife's asleep, and I get to work. But during the day, I'm with my kids from 6:30 in the morning till they go to bed at 6:30 at night. That's 12 straight hours of Disney shows, the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, crying, changing shit diapers. So when they take a nap, I'll try to watch a movie or you know, catch up on something. So the few times that I tried to watch Monsters was during their naps. And because I'm so tired from taking care of them, I ended up falling asleep. I don't fall asleep because I think the movie's a piece of shit. I'm interested in watching it. It's just the timing hasn't been there. So.
No, it's an interesting movie. From what I can remember, if you're really into character development, like character-driven stories, there's like absolutely no narration. There's like no exposition. It's a movie that you experience with the characters on their journey through the film, which is actually a cool thing. I like that because you know sometimes I like it when I see a film or when I play a video game that you experience the story with the characters rather than a character just stand in front of your face saying, you know, oh, this is what's happening, this is what might happen, blah blah blah. You know, it's that kind of movie where you have to be invested into it, and if you're kind of not in the, you have to be in the right mood, and that's I mean I don't want to spoil anything, but it gets better towards the end. I'll give you that.
All right. So I'm gonna have to check it out. Well, really mixed reviews here, Josh. The Kaiju Danielle gave you a 6 out of 10. Jacob -1 out of 10. Pero Kokik gave you a 0 out of 10. NASCAR Freak gave you a 8 out of 10. Zombie Fan gave you 10 out of 10. Very good. Alpha Wolf gave you 7 out of 10. Meta 88 on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being the best, -20. Oh my god.
Hey, Jacob. Oh wait, hold on. You told me I'm 1 out of 10. Hey, bro, your channel's 0 out of 10.
Yeah, Jacob, you're like -150 out of like 0.
Does anybody want to review my reviews? Because they're terrible.
I don't think your reviews are so bad. I've seen a couple of them.
Actually, I went back and looked through my movie reviews. I might actually not do a revised Godzilla-thon because I actually looked through them. They actually did get better reception than I thought they did. So I don't know, because there are other things I want to do on the channel, and I think having to set aside a whole, you know, reboot, or not reboot, but like doing the Godzilla-thon thing again, I think that would take a lot more time to do, and take away time from things that, like, new things that I want to do. So I think I might not actually do a revised thing on all those movies, because just the fact that the videos were actually all right. Looking back at them, I thought, like, my first thought that they were bad, but I guess they were all right. So,
yeah. So, hold on here, because I saw. Oh, so the reason don't tread on me asked about my wife. He says, I was wondering if your wife had a YouTube channel like yours and post videos like yours. I'm very sorry. Posted videos like mine where she sits on a chair and talks about Godzilla? Like, I don't know if I can picture my wife talking about Godzilla on YouTube. That's fucking weird. My wife's a very girly woman. You know, the whole makeup, blow your hair out, and she gets herself.
Twilight. No,
I can't. I know. I can't. I cannot see her doing a video. She doesn't like to get in front of the camera. When I went off a little while ago and I turned my mic off in the cameras because she came downstairs, so she's not. That's not her thing. Like you will, and that's another reason. Like a lot of people friend request me on Facebook, and I just kind of detour them to the Nation Facebook group because, you know, I have to respect my family. My wife, you know, obviously family and close friends, but people she doesn't know that she's not all into that. And I also have to take into account, like, my kids. Like, they're not old enough to make a decision, so I have to make a decision for them and assume that they don't want to be on camera. So that's why a lot of people who friend requested me, I don't accept your friend request, not because I'm being a douche, but I got to respect my family. So that's why I started the Nation group. I figured that's a good way for me to keep in contact with you guys and kind of keep my family out of it. But, you know, there are a couple of elements of my life that you may see go in the future. Because you know, I think it's kind of cool when you're around for a while that you give people a little glimpse into your life. I mean, you put yourself out there, but again, it's just, you know, like I had this video of my son doing squat thrusts. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. He's literally doing squat thrusts, and he's doing them to my beat. I'm going up, down, and he's following, and he's looking at me. And it's the most hilarious video in the world. So, and I was gonna upload it. I was gonna say, you know, put a little video and say, "Hey guys, check out my son." Until someone said to me, "Oh man, that could go viral," and I stopped. I said, "No. It's one thing if the people in the channel and maybe a couple of extra people, you know, out there see that video. I don't know if I can deal with 20 million people looking at my son doing squat thrusts." You know, and that's why, like, that's, you know, the whole, there's people who do YouTube because they want to go out there and have 20 million viewers and they want to be the next PewDiePie or the next Boogie 889 or whatever his number, or whoever. Yeah. Me, I do this because I enjoy it. My inspiration for doing this is because I moved to Massachusetts. All my friends are in New York, and I really, this may sound pretty pathetic, but I really have no one to discuss these kind of topics with. You know, I work, I have my own business, I have a part-time job, and I have my family. But I need my outlet to talk to people about Godzilla, Walking Dead, Falling Skies, movies, superheroes. This is my way of doing it.
I'm the guy.
I never expected to be like 1,000 subscribers, let alone 2. So, and now that it's been established, I feel a responsibility to give my viewers good quality. Because you guys, a lot of you old school guys remember, man, when I used to have the drapes and I wasn't as animated as I am now. The whole, I mean, when E.T. started back in August, you would have never seen me doing a video dancing. No fucking way. No way. But now it's a little bit different. The game has changed. Now, you know, it's become more comfortable. First of all, I'm more comfortable doing this, and second of all, I mean, why not? You know, I mean, if this is where it's gonna go, then that's fine. I can embrace that. You know, so, but you know, one day, I would more than love to give you guys a glimpse into like a little bit more of my personal side, and I think that's something I'm aiming for, maybe for like my 1-year anniversary. You know what I mean? Maybe something like that. You know, so yeah. But that's it to kind of elaborate on your creepy question about my wife. Look, and I understand. Maybe you've heard me. Because my wife she's a good-looking woman, all right, and you know she's well mounted, okay. So, and I think I've said that before. So that might make people's interest peak, but you know,
Josh's face.
I know, he's like, oh my god. And she has such a good sense of humor that I can talk like this, and she'll laugh it off. And that's the thing I love about her. She's not uptight. She's very down to earth. She's very mellow. Like, she doesn't mind me playing games and stuff like that. She's actually sat and watched me play through the whole Dark Souls 2 game because she thought the storyline and the world was so cool. She literally watched me play that game like it was a TV show. So,
Wait, you actually beat Dark Souls?
oh yeah. I mean, yeah, Dark Souls, not Dark Souls 2. That's coming out later. But, oh yeah, I beat Demon Souls and Dark Souls. Great games.
Wow. Phew.
My blown.
Bravo. Bravo.
Yeah, it's tough. Actually, you want to know something? Demon Souls is a lot harder, in my opinion. Demon Souls is a lot harder game. X-Men, yeah, I actually do want to get at least one Godzilla figure, and that is the 1984. Let's have Chris pull it. Chris, can you pull that 1984 out for me when you get a chance, so they can see that this is the figure that I do want to get?
Oh, X Plus?
Would you be so kind? Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Chris has it, and I've been jealous ever since I've seen him with it. And ever since I've seen him with this X Plus figure, this is the one I want. I'll never collect like he does and Rich does because I don't trust my kids. I mean, my daughter broke my Godzilla versus Ghidorah slide. There it is. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna focus on him. I mean, that's just gorgeous, and that I would love to own. I would definitely love to own.
It would love to own you.
Yep. Gorgeous, gorgeous figure. So that's the one. That's the one I'm targeting. So hopefully, actually, I did my taxes and I'm getting my return next week. So I think that's when I'll pick it up.
Oh, I gotta do that. I still gotta do that.
Oh man, I love e-file. I filed like 2 days ago and they already sent me an email saying I'll get it on the 11th.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I'm making like $330.
It's awesome.
Yeah, my before I did my break, the 700th video was that Gigan, the Gigan Final Wars X Plus figure. It is actually my new favorite figure out of all the X Plus figures I have.
Which, the Gigan?
Yeah, it is really awesome, and I'm just gonna give a shout out to Rich again for hooking me up with that. It's awesome. So.
Yeah. Actually, Meta, I don't go to any YouTubers to find out how to play. I'm very old school, Nintendo style. Remember back in the... If some of you guys are old enough to remember or have played Nintendo, those games back in the day were fucking hard.
Yeah,
PlayStation 1! PlayStation 1!
I come from the school of hard knocks, so Dark Souls and Demon Souls, no player guides, no reference to YouTube, all on my own, figuring out myself. And I remember the first time I played Demon Souls, after dying like for an hour and a half straight, I literally almost chucked my controller out the window. And I haven't gotten that frustrated since Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the old NES. Oh my god. It's crazy.
No, I can't even beat the original Super Mario Bros. I can't. I don't know. I can beat the newer one.
It's hard, man. Those games are hard.
And like Super Mario World, oh, forget it. I can't even. Oh, and I've been recently playing the Mega Man games. Oh my God, screw those games.
Oh, the original Mega Man, the first one. They got easier as they went further, but yeah, dude, those Mega Man games.
Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo, that is ridiculous. I just suck. I suck at video games. You guys watch my Let's Plays. I play a lot of games that I've either played before, like Destroy All Monsters. I would say I am pretty good at it, but like when you guys, let's say, what was the Let's Play I was really terrible at? I mean, Super Godzilla.
Ghost and Goblins, Zachary Runke, hell
oh, God,
yes.
Ghost and Goblins.
Ghost and fucking Goblins, and I gotta say, I only beat that game once. Every other time I tried, I just, after a while, I gave up.
You had to beat it twice.
I know, but I only beat it once. I only beat it once. I know you gotta, I don't remember that well, but I remember the original for the NES. I beat it, and then I think what, she gets captured again or something?
No, they basically say that it was like
dream or something.
Yeah, it was like a dream or something.
Yeah.
You basically have to play through the whole thing again just for some reason. It's like
right,
wow.
Yeah.
So
can you give me a request for my Let's Play of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters? You know, that's gonna be tough because Goji, what system is Godzilla Destroy All Monsters on?
Xbox.
It's on GameCube and the original Xbox.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be tough, Kaijuzilla, because I don't have any one of those systems anymore.
Do you have a 360, Rob?
I actually got rid of it.
Okay. Well, yep. Then yeah. Unless you get a GameCube emulator, download Godzilla Destroy All Monsters because I've played Godzilla Destroy All Monsters on my computer because I have the GameCube emulator. The only bad thing about it is for some reason there's like graphical issues where the monsters they look all sparkly. It's really weird, but it's still fully playable. And from time to time I'll just because I don't have a GameCube, I don't have a all I have is a Wii U, so I can't even play my copy of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters on the GameCube. So that's what I do. I just go on my computer and play it that way. So that's what you could potentially do. You could just get if your computer has a good enough rig, you could download the emulator for it and get the ROM for it and play it that way. So
yeah, I have no doubt my computer can run it. Actually, I uploaded a high definition Let's Play Part 1 of The Witcher 2: Assassins of Kings. It looks so gorgeous, that game. I haven't played it yet. I started playing it today, so that's gonna be fun because that game is incredible. But think they'll ever try to bring back Godzilla games back to the gaming system PS4? I don't see why not.
Mobile game, that's it.
What happened? What'd you say?
Oh
Dennis?
yeah, the mobile thing. Okay. Here, wait, what time is it? Alright, I'm probably gonna have to get going here pretty soon. But I got one rant. The mobile thing. I'm so sick and tired. Why do we have to have Godzilla on a stupid mobile device? Like, that's not doing him justice. I need a Godzilla game on a freaking PC or console so I can play it on my big screen TV with good graphics and good gameplay. Don't give me a shitty little mobile game that's going to be like an arcadey kind of bleh. I mean, the Pacific Rim game on the mobile side was terrible. It was a ripoff of like this thing where you just keep on slashing the screen. It's like a timed kind of thing. It was terrible. But I'm really happy we got the console Pacific Rim, the video game, which was at least, somewhat decent. I mean, it wasn't the best, but I mean, it was at least playable and really fun, and you could play it on your big screen. But I mean, Godzilla comes out and all he gets is a mobile game? Screw that. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
is the Pacific Rim game like a fighting game?
Yeah, it's a fighting game.
It's a fighting game? Yeah, that's what
It's a very simple fighting game, though. It's not complex whatsoever.
Yeah.
It took me a while, but I got it.
Look at Jacob trolling. Jacob, I've been paying attention to your comments, and that's why I've been ignoring you up to this point. But I'm not going to do a video for your birthday. Okay? Happy birthday, but I'm not going to do a video about your birthday because you've asked 100 times. So therefore, no. Okay? Also, as far as watching your Let's Plays, that I might check out because I do want to play War, Total War, was it Rome Total War? I think that the latest one. So I might check that out because I want to play that game. But this everybody here is talking about stuff, asking questions, and Jacob's trying to get self-promotion.
Oh yeah.
Original.
When it comes to people asking me if they want to see hey, can you come say it? I will see your stuff if I choose to see your stuff. I don't people constantly are telling me, hey, subscribe to my channel. Like, look, I'll subscribe to your channel if I want to. It's not an insult if I don't. It doesn't mean I hate you. It's just, if I want to, I will. It's kind of like the thing, like I don't expect people to subscribe to me. I just do it because I want to and I have fun. And the fact that I have a lot of people that enjoy it, that's cool. But I'm not going out there telling people, hey, watch my videos. Hey, subscribe to me. I'm not going to PewDiePie and asking him to watch my stuff.
Right.
Because you're not going to get anywhere doing that. Because what you're going to become is you're going to get comments of people, because I've seen it plenty of times, where people say, hey, go check out my stuff. And then there'll be another comment saying, dude, no one cares. And therefore you're actually kind of hurting your image. You're hurting yourself because no one's going to watch your stuff if you're so desperate for views. And if you're that desperate, that means you're not really into it, and you just want to do it for the views and for the subs and all that stuff. So, I mean, the fact that I get subscribers, it's cool, but I'm not like crazy. Like if I lose one subscriber, I don't cry about it. I don't go like, oh, I lost a subscriber. I'm like, okay, Just don't make it a priority. Seriously, Jacob, if you're like, he's still watching, right?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, Jacob, seriously, you gotta stop, man. Don't think about subs. Don't think about views. Just do it for fun. Do it because you want to do it. And if you want to entertain people, that's cool too. Do it. If you want to be an entertainer, because I want to be an entertainer, like for my professional careers and all that, it's cool. But don't limit yourself to I gotta get these many subscribers. I gotta get views. Like don't do it that way. Because honestly, I'm sorry, man. I gotta be realistic with you. You're not gonna go anywhere if you do that. If you do it like that, you're not gonna get anywhere because people are gonna look at you as someone who's very desperate, and it's not gonna turn out good.
Yep.
Hey, Chris.
Welcome Godzilla Pursuit and Miranda to the live stream. Looks like they just checked in. Yeah, and the thing of it is that everybody here who's been on my channel for a long time knows I did it back on ODT, but I haven't been doing it since E.T.N. I have one video of all the videos I've uploaded that says please subscribe, and that's my channel trailer.
Yeah.
Every video you see of mine, I don't put please subscribe at the end. Because number one, I don't want just anybody subscribing. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't. I want people that have good insight, people who have good critique. I want to minimize the trolls, and I want people here that want to be here, not be here because I keep spamming please subscribe at the end of my video.
Oh yeah, it's annoying. I hate it when I watch somebody and they say, all right guys, well that's it, but well you know what to do, please subscribe, favorite, share, like, hell, get me on Facebook, get me on Twitter, I'm on DeviantArt, I'm on Instagram. I'm like, dude,
Yeah, I mean, I've put my links in my description now because even though I put them in my channel, there's still a lot of people who ask. So I figured they're on my channel, they're on my description. I haven't saved there, I don't, even on my regular videos, I don't constantly promote the Facebook group page or my Twitter. It's there, and people slowly but surely are filtering into the group page, and that's fine, and that's how it should be. It should be gradual when people want to.
But that's actually something very interesting, Rob, that you say that you want people who are actually going to be interested in your channel rather than having someone subscribe to you just because you said so.
Right.
Because like I think I've had a couple comments of people who I don't think are Godzilla fans, and they make a comment, like a smart-ass comment, and I'm like, well, why are you watching this channel? This obviously is not the place for you.
Right.
if you're one of those people that think Godzilla's fake and it's just a guy in a rubber suit, then why are you here? Why are you watching my stuff? So
yeah, I mean it is. So we don't mean to shout you out, Jacob, but after a while it gets a little annoying. Every time I look at the chat and you're saying the same damn thing over and over. Just if you're not here to enjoy the live stream and you really want subscribers and views, then maybe you should leave and go and start working on your channel. I mean,
oh my gosh, Meta, the Meta 88, that's another good point that you made. Annotations, when people put a bunch of annotations on the video. I hate that. If you guys notice, when I put an annotation, it's for either a correction or a link to another video that I said in the video, but sometimes I don't even do it at all because, one, it's too much work having to go back into the video and find the place to like put it in the time code and then put it and then write it and then go to the other video that I have to link it to and blah blah blah. Like, it's so aggravating. Like, I could easily do that on my Let's Play videos because I see a lot of Let's Players that do that. They say, oh, part 2, click here. I just go, look, I just assume that you guys are, smart, and you guys know that you could just go to the recent or the related searches and hit part 2. Like, right. I give you guys a lot of credit. I don't think you guys are dumb where you can't where's part 2? Like, I know you guys can figure it out yourselves. So right. That's Meta. You nailed it right there. The annotation thing, it's so annoying. And now the fact that on YouTube there's like you have to go into the settings and hit annotations off. Like, why can't there be a setting for your profile where it can, like, for any video you watch, it can be automatically off? Like, I wish YouTube would make that option where you could click like a universal annotations off button, so right. You don't have to keep on hitting annotations off on things like that.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's bad. So, Josh, Are you the governor or are you Sarazawa?
Actually, I have one more question. I'm gonna have to be going here soon, but I have one more question. When I was watching the original Godzilla movie, whenever I reference the original Godzilla, I just call it Gojira. Why does maybe I missed it? I don't know, but why does Dr. Serizawa wear an eye patch?
It's funny. It's funny because I mentioned that in my video, saying that I think the new Godzilla movie might actually get in detail why he actually gets it. Because in the trailer, Serizawa doesn't wear any eye patches at all.
I mean, I'm just wondering. I'm not even like thinking about 2014. I'm thinking about the original movie.
Yeah, I know.
Why does he wear an eye patch? And like
because they don't go too deep.
Like his skin's kind of, it looked like it was burned or something. So I'm thinking, well, maybe he did a project that burned him or something.
You know, it's funny. I don't remember either.
Yeah.
I don't think they alluded to why he has an eye patch.
Yeah,
like
they never.
It's weird too because I've never really asked myself that question up until now. It's like because I've always looked at the character like, oh yeah, an eye patch. And all of a sudden I just sat and I went, wait a sec. All these years I've never asked why he has an eye patch. It's just.
Yeah, it's funny, but no, I don't think they ever alluded to that. So
I mentioned that to Rob a while ago. I remember that. I think he might actually have one in the new movie. I just think that they're gonna actually give him a reason why.
Well, it depends on what this movie is. If it's a remake and reboot of the original, or if it's which I hope it is a reboot to the series, like the Heisei is and the Millennium is, to where they use the original film as the first
core.
The core background and story.
That's basically what it is. 1954 is the background.
I hope that's what they do. I hope it's not like Ken Watanabe. I hope he's not playing as the Dr. Serizawa. I hope he's playing as maybe is like a son or something, like maybe like a
relative.
Yeah, a relative or something like that. So because it would be so cool to have it be a continuation of the original film, because they'd be limiting themselves if they were doing a complete remake. And frankly, I don't think the film needs to be touched. I think that's why I think Toho knew that, and I think that's why every time they made a new series, especially the Millennium, every time they made a new movie, they always cut it off and made a reboot and always used 1954 as the beginning, because you can't, that movie's just untouchable. You can't really remake it. It's good. It doesn't need to be remade. So I hope that's what this film is. I hope it's a continuation kind of thing that they've been doing. So yeah, it's gonna be great.
All right. So well, you have one question here, Goji. If you want to answer that before you go.
Yeah, sure. What is that?
This Zombie Fan 12345 wants to know why you made a video a while back saying you would disable comments on your videos, but don't anymore. So he was just curious.
Oh yeah, that was when Google did the new Google Plus integration, and basically I was watching other YouTubers, mainly Total Biscuit. If you guys know who he is, the cynical Brit, he's hilarious. What he did is that it was basically a protest to Google, saying that because you're doing this, we're going to disable the very thing that makes YouTube a community kind of thing. And I made a Reddit page, and I said, oh, if any of you guys want to comment on the video, go to my Reddit page. It did not work. It was I did it for a week, and it was terrible. I couldn't comment to you guys. I couldn't do anything. It was terrible because I would still receive your comments, but I couldn't respond to them because they were disabled. It was like the worst thing. So I brought them back up and just kind of kept it the same way and just gotten used to Google Plus. And the reason the video's still up is just because I don't know. I don't really delete old videos that are kind of like my rant video, for instance. Obviously that video is outdated. If someone comments on it and they get offended of it, it's kind of like, well, I'm not mad anymore of that whole Comic-Con thing. But I don't delete it because, one, it just kind of shows growth. Because I like to look at my older videos and see where I've come from and kind of just have this. I don't know. It's just cool to see older videos. And so when I'm let's say 5 years later, I go back to my channel and I look at that, oh, do you guys remember when I made the video of the disabling comments thing? That was funny. It's just kind of there for like sentimental value. I don't like to delete videos that really don't need to be deleted, so I kind of just keep them on there just because it's just something for me to look back, I guess. So that's why it's still there. So I should probably maybe put an kind of ironic and what we were just saying, but I should probably put an annotation there saying, oh, this is not correct anymore. Don't take this video seriously or something like that. I don't know, but that's to answer your question there. It's pretty much there for sentimental value. Yeah.
All right. So 12:14. I think we've been on long enough. I think we've had a pretty good stream. I think the podcast was, for the most part, a success, but we have to tweak some things to get that to work out a little bit better for you guys. But Josh, any final words, Josh? Governor? Josh?
I'll show you guys 84 for the last time.
There we go.
Dr. Sarazawa here. We're just going to talk about some crazy stuff,
Dr. Sarazawa with an accent like that?
I don't think Dr. Sarazawa sounds like that.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't.
think you failed.
I know. Not much. Oh yeah, Chris, I forgot to ask you something. Subscribe to me, please. Please subscribe to me, please.
I think he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I think I am, yeah.
Yeah, you are. I'm just.
Well, you know what? Just because you said that, I'm gonna unsubscribe. So there you go.
Chris, you're still going to G-Fest, right?
Yes.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Chris, you got anything final to say before we end this live stream?
Well, I just thank you guys for the support throughout this tough time. I don't try to be a drama person, but, I feel that because you guys care a lot, I feel that I should, let you guys know what's going on with me. I might, not too personal, but I at least feel like I should at least tell you guys what's going on, so you guys aren't going like, where'd he go? So I just thank you guys for that support, and I will try to be back as soon as I can, because I know it's actually just as hard for you guys as it is for me to not have to make new videos. So, because I'm still I'm looking at the fantasy battle episodes, and I'm just like, oh, I want to upload them, but I gotta take that time. I gotta remove myself a little bit and do all that. But so it hurts me just as much as it hurts you guys. So, but yeah, so I will try to get back as soon as I can, and we'll see. So, I'm thinking things will be good. So. Life is what you make it.
I'm sure they're gonna be fine. Zombie fan 1 2 3 4 5. Thank you for your sub, and we will be doing a lot more of this. Go ahead, Goju.
Here's the last thing I'll say: when life gives you lemons, you squeeze the fuck out of them.
Yes.
That's what I gotta say.
And make lemon juice.
Yep.
Squeeze it and you drink it, and it's a big whole. I don't know where I'm going with that. But I know what you mean. Just they don't know what I mean, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Dante Smith. I appreciate that. Very, very nice words. All right, guys. So that's it for the live stream. I want to thank you once again for being here. We had a very good turnout. I know you guys would like me to do this more often, but I think doing it every now and then makes it more special. I don't want to oversaturate with live streams. Plus, I kind of did that in the early going with E.T.N. But we will the next live stream and don't. Let's not get crazy because I'm sure I'll do one before this, but my next guaranteed live stream that I am going to schedule will be May 19th at 9 p.m. That's the weekend after the release of the Godzilla 2014 movie, where we are going to talk about the movie. I'm going to give it the weekend for everybody to see it, and that'll be the definite next planned live stream. I'm sure there are going to be some more in between, but they're going to be spot schedules. That's just one that I know I want to do. As far as the T-shirts go, that's going to be my thing for the 2,000 subscribers. Let me just put this up on the screen while I'm talking. I love that. Just keep that there. There we go. There's my man. I love that damn thing. So the T-shirts will be for 2,000 subs. So when that gets done, and obviously I'll make a video. I'll do a little unboxing, let you guys know how you can acquire one. And this is another thing I want to announce. I am going to do another contest. I haven't even figured out how I want to do it, but my plan is that as part of the contest, you win a $50 gift card to Amazon, as well as one of the new T-shirts for free. It's just a matter of coming up with the contest idea and how you go about participating and winning. So you can expect an announcement on that as we get closer to the 2K mark. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Josh. As always, my wingman. Very, very nice to have you here. Hopefully next time we can get the podcast up and working properly so that way you can get involved and we can get you guys to call in. And I want to thank Chris for taking time out of his schedule to be here. I know he's going through a rough time, but the fact that you came on here and participated, I really do appreciate it. Always love having you on. Big, big contributor to the Godzilla community. And that's pretty much it. So, Chris, if you want to do your sign-off.
Alrighty. Stay big, G-fans.
All right. Joshua, your sign-off?
Do I have a sign off?
That's your sign-off. Do I have a sign-off?
All right. We'll go with that. All right, guys. This is Rob signing off for E.T. Nation. Thank you for joining us. And remember, what's your fucking source? How's that? I got to work on that. I'll get better. I got to practice. I got to look in the mirror. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. And I'll see you guys next video.
Stay in school.
Stay in school? Oh, that's funny.